I remember this
I
contest.
know, yeah.
Real ride? Oh, man.
Yeah, dude,
Should
I
we
miss those days.
should we kick it off?
Let's do it. Unclicked with Larry Edgar, the man, the myth, the legend. Sponsors, Dale's, of course. We got a new Dale's, the Easy IPA. These things are looking crispy.
It is nice. Literally, for me, it tastes better, and it's like a percent point lower, so I can
Excited to
actually
try it.
have like 3 or 4 of them and not like.
Don't lie, dude. 1.5's your limit.
Hey, we'll
Larry
see.
doesn't
We'll
drink.
see
He's
by
a
the
smarter
end.
man than us. But
No, I'll have a few, but I got a long drive.
And then people may notice these beer looking type things. But
those are
these
crazy. I was at my ramps the other day,
Yeah.
and there was like the Modelo looking one, and I was like, which one of you is
Those are
drinking
sick.
right now? You know, like this is gnarly. And I got close. I was like, oh, it's a wax.
Yeah, the source
That's
BMX
Modelo's
waxes.
Michael.
Oh, yeah,
so-
it's that one. Yeah, this one was
Yeah.
at the ramps, and I was like, who is having a beer at 11? Like, that's pretty random for ramp riders. you
Yeah.
know?
So I'll go ahead and give these away. I don't think I need anybody to be above 21, but leave a comment with which one you want. I'll send you. So what do we got? 4 winners.
Those are sick.
And to anybody that comments which one you want, I'll send you some extra stuff and all that. So shout out to Source for supporting us and Dale's. And you got me my Fids shirt.
I did it. I really got you
Yeah,
the Fid
Fids.
shirt, supporting Fids
Man.
and his cancer. So
Hell yeah.
these are sick. I got
Legend.
mine too. So pick these up. 4 Down Distro. This one's yours. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll put the link in the description to these so you can purchase them, of course. And
You got me that really cool children's book that BMXer made. That was awesome.
yes.
Asa loves
So,
it.
Cool. Well, thank you for
here.
coming, Larry. We've been talking about this for a long time.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Yeah.
One of those that we've wanted to do, and you've been down. Just one of those that's taken 3 years to line up, even though we live an hour and a half from each other. It happens sometimes.
Not really. It seems like everything was working against us.
A little bit of scheduling stuff. I feel like we'd get like really, really like, all right, we're doing it this week, and then it wouldn't line up, and then it would go 4 months before we would even talk about it again.
We just got more stuff to talk about now.
That's true. That is true. First up, what do we want to talk about?
Whatever Larry wants to talk about.
Oh.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I have a quote, and it's starting it off kind of heavy. But you had a quote in the Carlson podcast. It said, "I'm the only person in my family not to go to prison."
Yeah, pretty much.
Your upbringing.
Yeah,
I feel like your upbringing really humanizes you
well,
in a way that a lot of people have
I
no
don't
clue.
think both my sisters went to prison, but they did pretty decent jail time for serious things.
Okay, we can count it.
I guess I'm like the black sheep when it comes to that. And I mean,
The white sheep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole family's just hotheads, I guess. And it's almost all for like violent offenses,
Yeah.
is what it is.
And you know, like I didn't have the best upbringing in a lot of ways, but I felt like what I gathered from the Kyle one was that like you were living in hotels and like
So California has like a law, you can only stay there for 30 days,
Uh-huh.
and then you have to move. So we would either move rooms or move hotels every 30 days, which sucked because then the like trip to school would be harder, everything in that, and you had to pack up your entire life out of the hotel into a car, either move a room. If the owner of the hotel or manager was cool, they would just let you move a room, put it under your friend's name or whatever. And we'd do that loophole. But most of them weren't that cool.
Yeah.
So we were moving a lot.
Is that you and your sister and your mom and your sisters, or who was it?
My mom passed away when I was 6.
Oh shit.
But it was me and my dad, and then his girlfriend.
Okay.
And then it got kind of crowded because she had dogs and stuff. So that's why I moved out when I was like 17, I think.
Okay.
And I just started living on people's couches.
And that was you were riding at that point, right?
Yeah.
Does I always make it's kind of a joke, kind of like a sad joke in a sense, but I always learned from my parents in like by misexample.
Yeah,
like
no.
wow, I'm looking at you and I do not want what you are doing right now.
And I love my dad.
Yeah.
And but yeah, he taught me exactly what not to do.
Yeah.
And I'd do my best to not do it.
Yeah.
So
Damn, so that's crazy because I knew you since you were a little kid, and I had no clue you were switching hotel rooms every 30 days. You were at all the parks and at the jams, you know, like killing it. How was that? Like, how was that balance? You just completely would separate,
I don't know.
it's all you knew too.
If
so
anything, it probably helped because I didn't want to be home.
Yeah.
So I was somewhere else. I was riding. I was anything to stay busy, to not be there. And my dad, he did like the best he could, and for what we had and everything. So he's not a bad father or anything. It was just shitty.
Yeah. What was the circumstances?
So my mother passed away when I was 6. I think I found her in the bed. I don't remember most of it.
Yeah.
And I thought she was just asleep. My sister told me to go get her because food was ready. So I went to like go wake her up. Came back and I told her Mom wouldn't wake up. It was kind of splotchy. And I remember the ambulance pulling up and she was getting wheeled out on a gurney.
Fuck.
And that was pretty much it. I think maybe because I was so young I don't remember it, or if it was just tragedy
blocking it
blocked
in
out.
a sense. Yeah.
I never really went to like therapy or anything for it, so maybe later on in life that'll actually open up.
Yeah.
And until then, that's all I remember. And so I had 2 sisters and a brother, so everything fell on my dad. And he was just a mechanic. And both my sisters hated my dad. My brother was a dipshit. Gangs, drugs, bullshit. He beat a dude into a coma in the front yard and ended up going to prison. And I think he killed somebody in prison, so he did like 15 or 20 years.
Fucking hell.
So my dad was stuck with me, 2 sisters that hated him. And the one sister tried to stab him, like would chase him around the house. Like she'd be sneaking out, stealing cars. If he said don't do it, she would rebel. And I remember him taking the knife from her, and she just lost it and ran away. The other one ran away and moved to Arizona. And that was more like my mom, because she took care of me more. But she ended up moving away and then moving back, and she thought I hated her. Never hated her. I just figured, she's got her own life.
You guys hang out
disassociate.
now, right?
She killed herself.
I'm sorry about that.
2 years ago.
Fuck,
Damn.
dude.
Yeah.
And that's not, so is it your cousin that you brought to the jam, like the US Open and stuff? I met one of your family members.
His name is Kyle too.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
Kyle and Justin are my cousins.
There's a girl you were bringing around though.
That was Michelle. She had a bunch of tattoos.
Yeah.
That was my sister, yeah.
Okay, that's the one who committed suicide?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm sorry about that. She was awesome.
She was the best.
Damn.
She's the one
so
that
cool.
got me into action sports. So
Whoa, yeah, she was so awesome. She had good energy whenever
yeah.
she came around.
She was a badass.
Damn. Sorry about that.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's life. I had to go and like pretty much say like, this is her, and go through all her stuff, and they don't clean anything up. So there's just a bunch of blood and
Damn, dude, you've been some heavy stuff, man.
yeah, it sucked. But I don't think she's hurting anymore. I didn't know she was hurting, really.
She would never came off as
Yeah,
that. Like when every time I met her, she just like, oh wow, she's awesome.
Yeah. Suicide it sucks for everyone.
A lot of times you never know someone's going through anything, huh?
Yeah, she would always talk to me, and she never reached out. And I seen her because it was like I was getting surgery on my knee, and I was talking to her then. We kind of had a falling out prior, and then so we were talking again, and everything was good. She seemed happy. She had some medical issues, blah, blah, blah. She actually paid for my hotel, so I didn't have to go down to Irvine to get surgery and drive back, because I was just going to get surgery and drive home. And she paid for my hotel so I could sleep and then drive home that night. And like she like left a little goodie bag and all this stuff and like food.
What a
and
sweetheart.
Just adorable sister stuff. Yeah.
And then I think like 2 weeks or something goes by, and I got the call. 8 a.m. Yeah.
Fuck, man, I'm so sorry, Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
Didn't know that. Shit.
It's what it is. It's not your fault.
I'm just sorry. I didn't even want to bring it up.
Nah.
You're the
don't
man.
worry about it.
Fuck. So obviously you have I don't think you talk to your brother anymore, right?
We kind of talk here and there.
A little bit? Okay.
I kept my distance from him. He was being super disrespectful, and so I guess I put him in check.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't like that little brother put him in check. So he got extra disrespectful, and I told him if he'd come around my house again,
He's out now and stuff.
It wasn't going to be good.
Yeah.
And so then he got his act together, and like he's like a manager or something at O'Reilly's, like making decent money and paying his bills and taking care of his family. And
Turning his shit around.
he messages me once in a while here and there.
That's good.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see.
How I mean, how do you grow up in that environment and like, you know, I mean, it is a cliche statement, but is like, did BMX like carry you out of there or,
I mean, I believe it did. A little bit of everything. Like, you have options in life, I guess. You can blame everything on everybody else and play boohoo, whatever. Or you could react, I guess. Mm-hmm. Or you could take action. So I just took action and was like, everybody's doing that. And I see the outcome. My brother went to prison, got out and didn't even know how to use a phone. My dad did all this, or I just ride my bike and that makes me happy. Yeah. And it's not harming anybody.
Yeah.
Got you traveling, you know, like at an early age. Like you were in Salt Lake City when you were 16, 15.
That was
like
scary, actually. And those jumps were terrifying.
Yeah, you were doing it since a young age. And all the jams all over Riverside in Southern California, you were ripping them apart.
I was gonna join the.
We'll play this one. We'll play this one in the background because this isn't Salt Lake City. This is home turf at the compound.
This is the shout out to Real Ride, the compound, man. Some of the sickest
Shane
people
Gillen.
came from there. Shane Gillen, you're the man.
That's Sandoval, right?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Dude, the crew.
He's so good.
It was like
still so small.
Pat Sandoval, Justin Spreet.
That was me right there. Look how sketchy I am.
Yeah, right.
How old are you in this?
17.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I just learned flares. I was stoked.
Did you have a lip piercing?
I had 2. I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I had 2.
I think James Foster did as well. So did Saavedra. You guys all.
It was a 909 thing for sure. So
the memories in that hangar.
Yeah,
when did you first start riding then? Like 13, 14, 15?
I turned 13 years old, and my dad bought me a 18-inch Matt Hoffman bike. It was a baby blue.
Baby blue.
Yeah, I'll never forget that bike. It actually got stolen. And then
I've never seen Daniel do a turn down.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, he could. He could probably do every trick he wants to.
It's just weird that I've never seen him do it.
You'd be surprised how high he can go on.
One thing Daniel can't do.
Superman.
No, the podcast.
Oh, he also can't Superman. I played a game of bike against him one time, and he knows I can't bar spin, so he's like, over the big one at Stevens, he's like, "Oh, truck to ET." He thought it was hilarious. And I did it, but I didn't get the ET all the way around. So I did a Superman, and he said, "I'll take the letter."
That was a crazy game of bike.
That was terrifying,
the big dirt jump.
I don't like doing tricks, man.
Like, all right, you don't do this trick very good. You got to do it on this huge jump.
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, Daniel's a different machine, definitely.
So 13. Hoffman, 18-inch, baby blue, gets stolen.
Yeah, actually, my dad got it back at gunpoint.
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah, he pulled a 38 and put it to the dude's head at 6th Street in Corona.
Yeah, in the beginning of the story, I wasn't trying to come off as like that gnarly. I just want to kind of get the story out that you kind of come from some outlaws, you know? And you're fucking...
Yeah, they are pretty far out there, honestly. Like, some of the stuff, like, I wouldn't believe if it wasn't like somebody else telling it about my dad.
Directly in front of you,
yeah. My uncle told me some stuff that I'm not going to repeat, but I'm like, if my dad told me, I'd be like, you're just making shit up. My uncle was like, dude, no.
And and your last name is actually Sargent?
Yeah,
or it's
so that's a whole different, my dad's last name is Edgar.
Okay.
And I guess my mom...
There's like dating somebody else or something.
There's like a big debate on if my dad's actually my dad, but he's my dad whether he likes it or not. So. And so obviously before I was born, my mom was dating some guy, some biker dude, whatever. She was hanging around with like those clubs.
Yeah.
And I don't know, whatever. I guess he was like some big Indian dude, obviously not my dad. And he was like, pretty much if my name isn't on the birth certificate, she was gonna get killed, pretty much. Like he would beat the crap out of her and all this, and so she did that, and then whatever happened, I don't know where my dad came in.
And then the relationship went the way it was, and then he was gone afterwards.
I think honestly, either my dad took care of that dude, or whatever happened with outlaws and bikers.
Yeah.
And so that's where sergeant came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So even on your license right now it says sergeant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to change it later.
I've said that about my last name for
I just
years
don't really
too,
give a crap.
So,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows you as Larry Edgar.
yeah.
So
So
time is
it
gonna
helps
take to
me
change
when you guys all got stuck at TSA in Australia because they were like looking for all the names. Like Gary got stuck, Dak got stuck.
Yeah.
I walked past you guys like,
Yeah, because we needed some visas we didn't have. None of
Yeah,
us knew it.
'cause they
and
were
Larry
looking.
didn't get because they looked online like this plane full of bike riders coming with no visas. They're not.
They looked for Larry Edgar,
and we all
but
got
I'm a
screwed. And
double
Larry
agent.
just walked right by. Had to wait for us.
Yeah, they put in Larry Sargent. There was nothing.
It was sick. I was just getting a cup of coffee, hanging out.
We're thinking we're getting sent back on this flight.
Where was that into?
It's like Sydney from
Sydney.
LA.
Oh, man.
It would have been
Amazing.
terrible to get
That's
sent
horrible.
back.
I was chilling, but I was like, damn.
They let us all in though. It just took
They got the
forever.
rental car though. It's like, damn it. I won, but didn't really win here.
It's like the Little John thing where like nobody knows Little John's last name.
Yeah, what is his last name?
He told me one time when we were drunk and I forgot, but he literally
After
his
those
his
2
reason
beers.
is like because when you go like, oh, who are you with? And he's like, and you're like Little John, and you're like, what's his last name? And you're like,
John. First name Little.
I don't know. I've known him for 10 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's
amazing.
hilarious. So
Before we move on from like young Larry, you want to tell that story, the animation one that was like on the Vans animation?
Yeah,
back in the day?
yeah.
I love that story. And how you were just hanging out with those guys today when I brought it up.
Yeah. So there was, I mean, my dad would always drive me from Corona to Paris. I don't know how many miles or whatever it is. It's
20 miles maybe? More?
It's gotta be.
Look it up real quick.
It's gotta be some time.
Yeah, 20
what
30
year is
miles.
this?
Dude, I don't know. Years. I had to have been.
I mean, that was
I
2009.
had to have been
So
6.
Corona to Lake Paris might be like
I mean, I could do it on the computer.
Yeah, give it up
there real
Sorry,
quick.
my bad.
45 miles or something.
You tell the
crazy.
story.
Yeah. And
It's
my dad would
far.
always take me up there and stuff. And obviously, like, gas is a factor and stuff. And I didn't have a job.
28.5 miles.
28.5. Go to, like, Lincoln Avenue in Corona to
Sorry.
Lake Paris.
32.6.
Yeah, it's-
We're jumping in the 30s there.
it was messed up. I didn't even think, it just seemed simple. But, so yeah, he usually would always give me a ride and everything. And I can't remember what contest it was, but it meant a lot to me. And,
Another one of those real ride contests, compound
some-
contests, right?
something. And he's like, yeah, I'll be back to pick you up. And then radio silence, nothing. So I called him, and he's getting frustrated. Stop calling me. Like, this kid's just bugging me at work all day. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna ride. And he's like, do not do that. Blah blah blah. Try to guilt trip me not riding. And so I just threw all my stuff in my bag.
Was it in the summer? Let me ask this.
I think so. I think it was probably.
I
summer,
picture it
yeah.
being
It
95
has to
degrees.
I know it was
Yeah.
pretty warm. It
Yeah.
was pretty rough. I did not think that went through. And
You're
so
a
I
little
just
kid. You got to get to the contest.
started pedaling, dude. And
32 miles
he
on a BMX bike for a contest.
Yeah.
I told
That's
him
a
I was
niche.
going, and he caught up to me like Riverside Corona border right there where Magnolia runs next to the freeway. If you've ever been in Riverside or Corona, and he tried to get me to stop, and so I stopped, and I was like, "Dude, I'm going to the skate park." He said, "Why gotta run home?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't." He's gonna run home, and now I'm gonna be back 15 miles or whatever. It is.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
"I'll just keep pedaling, dude." He was so fucking mad at me. And so I just went to the opposite side of the street so he couldn't follow me. I just kept pedaling. And I pedaled all the way up, pretty much past Pat's house. And I swung a right before the Air Force Base and rode down a dirt road. And I think I got there like 15 or 20 minutes before the contest or something. It was like an all-day pedal. I didn't stop either. That sucked. And
That is so far.
dude, it was rough. And it's thinking about it right now makes me sore.
Riverside, too. There's not a damn tree on that.
No,
ride.
there really isn't. There really
Yeah.
is not. And I actually stole
No
some
shade.
oranges.
There's no Starbucks every 5 blocks like there is now.
There might be now.
Yeah.
But I remember pedaling up, and I purposely went by the orange groves because I stole some oranges off the orange groves so I could eat those.
Surviving.
And till I got there, and I can't remember what contest it was, but I won. And then my friends, they were just at my house actually today. Jacob Carbajal and Jared, he just graduated Ranger School as well. Congrats. Nice. They were just there bringing that story up, and they managed the track next door. And I won my race either that night or the next morning. I can't remember what it was.
Wait, a BMX race?
Yeah, BMX race.
So you were a dual athlete.
I didn't know you were racing then too.
I started racing when I was like, so that one must have been 16 or 17 because I
Okay.
stopped before I was 18 because 17, 18X sucked. And, yeah, it was terrible.
So you didn't start racing though?
No,
You started
I
at a park.
Yeah, I started freestyle.
Okay, like
The compound / real ride in its older days was right next to a crazy track. I don't know if you ever seen the track was just right down the road.
Okay.
No, it was the fence over. Like,
Yeah.
I guess so.
would
I
just
guess I
hop the
remember
fence
it.
and-
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
Thinking
the track
back
was
now
really
how close
good.
they were.
Yeah, and then there was a go-kart track over there too.
Yeah, past the racetrack.
dude.
And then the skate park had dirt jumps too.
And they
What an epic scene.
They had a circle track over here to the right that my dad was usually racing at while I was riding contests.
Your dad raced cars?
He raced like old street stocks and super streets.
Is it what is that?
Like old
Circle track?
old
Like
a circle
Chevys on dirt oval tracks. Yeah,
Sick.
sideways. Yeah.
Yeah, what a spot.
Where that has
that
a
was.
crazy wing, like the
Oh,
lopsided wing.
those are sprint cars.
Oh,
yeah.
sprint
those
car,
are sick
okay.
too.
All
Is all that stuff still there aside
yeah.
from the skate park?
Yeah, all that stuff's still
Basically,
there.
it was a bike park. It's
Yeah.
called a skate park,
Yeah.
but there was only
No
BMXers.
skaters there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Had the
blacktop.
dusty old foam pit too.
Dude,
Like
we used
no
to
one,
jump-
everyone would be scared to jump
We
in.
used to jump off the roof into the foam pit on
That's
our bikes.
crazy.
Yeah, we do like hop whips off of it and stuff.
I heard
that
that
foam pit was so risky to jump in.
Yeah,
like you
hurt.
wanted to learn a trick, but
You had to
you would
you
just
had to
get
fluff the foam
filthy.
pit, dude. You like
I heard Perenni broke his tailbone on a double flip into the foam.
I could see that.
that's probably Perenni's fault.
Well, he clearly played a role for sure in that. And then true or false that there was like snakes and
rolling-
stuff in there.
There might have
That's a
been
rumor.
one
Yeah.
snake here or there, but there's too many people in there. We used to clean that thing out all the time,
Yeah.
and like make sure that the springs for the trampoline were broken and stuff. And we'd find people's phones, watches, like money, and there was never a snake under there.
All right.
There was a bunch of spiders though, so
It wasn't Woodward,
No.
but it was a foam pit.
no, it's Hoodward.
So
Yeah.
who was the compound? Duh compound?
Yeah.
Duh compound.
Who was what?
Who are the dudes that you looked up to at that point? Like who are you riding with? Who's like
So, I mean, Dennis, I remember you'd come out on the orange bike. I mean, that was the orange bike days.
Thanks.
You
I was not a local there, but that's,
Yeah, but I remember you and Christian would come out, and I remember you chased me through the trails one time because I was talking shit to you.
I liked you from the beginning. I
It
was
was
like,
tight.
this
And
kid's
then Thomas Hancock
kid
was
talks shit.
one of my
Thomas.
fucking favorite
Yeah.
humans. He taught me how to dip 3. He taught me TJ too. TJ taught me
TJ.
how to tail whip as well.
is it Shane who ran the compound?
Yeah,
right
that's it's Shane right there. He would let me sleep in
Man.
the office and shit.
really just
Yeah.
stay so you didn't have to pedal home. if you didn't have a
Yeah,
ride.
he knew the drill pretty much.
Man.
Yeah.
That
So it was a
brings
different-
Wow, this brings back memories.
Luke Parslow, dude. That's Hunter Sugiyama in the middle right there. He's actually
I remember
just
him.
he just
There's Thomas Hancock right
yeah,
there.
he just
He was a
graduated
local
Green
dude.
Beret.
R.I.P. to one of the coolest dudes ever.
Thomas was a phenom as
Yeah,
well.
dude,
so
yes.
Alfredo.
Alfredo got
Remember
me my
Houston
first
Harmson?
sponsor. Yeah.
Remember
I,
Houston?
I still ride with him.
He's riding again.
Yeah,
Or he
yeah.
moved back. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
he-
He moved to like
yeah,
Tennessee. Houston Harmson. He was when we were little. Like he was my friend when I was like 13.
Yeah, dude.
So
Houston's still shredding.
yeah,
He
good dude.
when we
Hucker?
ride the pump track, he'll watch packs for me so I could like get a couple laps in.
Oh, that's
Sick.
sick.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
So this is it sets the scene of what this was
Yeah,
at the time
TJ.
because this is like a Mike Metzger BMX jam.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Is that what this is?
this is what
Dude.
this is. It's a ride
So,
video. I don't know who
so
filmed this.
this right here, I think it had they had like a mosh pit right there by those white ramps.
A mosh pit.
Yeah, so they had bands later on in the night.
Okay.
And it was like a hardcore band. And it's one memory, like awesome memory of my sister. So they had the mosh pit right outside of the like railing, so we could still ride.
Yeah.
And the one guy kept coming in there. That UFO, that's Brian Johnson, by the way.
Oh, sick.
He like him and my sister dated, and
Really?
he's the
Dude, that was a good turn down.
that's little me, dude. I was just trying to be Chris Doyle, man.
But go ahead. So your sister.
Yeah, so him and my sister dated forever, and he's the actual person that found my sister.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, so lighter note, my sister, this guy kept moshing and going in between the ramps, and like almost took me and a couple of my friends out when we were young kids riding. Like you've seen the size of me right there. I was like
Yeah.
14, and this guy was pretty big. My sister was, I mean, she was like probably 5'2". She was not very big, and this guy kind of brushed her off. She's like, "Dude, you need to go over there. My brother's trying to ride. Blah blah blah. The mosh pit's over there. This is the skate park. Stop doing that." This is how like my sister's always been for me. Guy kind of brushed her off and just like started moshing right in front of her. She like threw her lighter in her hand and punched this dude straight in the jaw. And I swear to God, this dude was snoring before he hit the ground.
Oh my God.
Your
My
sister's
sister
knocking
knocked
dudes
this
out.
dude the fuck out. Sorry. And
No, you're fine.
Dude, you come from a family of
and I
beasts.
just walked over to him and I was just like, yeah, my sister just knocked you out. And she just rolled him on his side so he didn't choke on his his tongue, and we just kept riding the Rams.
Fuck.
And he's just laying there just snoring. Like, he was a grown man. Like,
Gnarly.
Yeah. That was my sister.
What happened in the era where there was a point where all the jams you were at, and I was like, Larry's gonna make it. Like you were,
Yeah, because this
fire.
is local. This is local exposure as well. I assume you were at this, right?
Yeah. I have the squeakiest voice in this video. There's Dylan.
Dylan Stark.
You ready?
Oh my gosh. D-Gap Dan.
Hold on, we got to hear it again.
Yeah, dude.
You guys are little dudes.
That's
Samar,
Samar,
Samar.
dude. He's
Shout out
filming
to
my
him.
edit right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We gotta talk. Marcos,
Marcos.
dude.
Yeah, Nick. That's my KMC hookup.
Morgan.
Morgan, remember his bar spins? They were so
Yeah,
good.
they were sick.
Keith, dude, he still rides. There's
Houston.
Houston. Yeah.
Wow, this is a
Sean.
that's just Sean.
Hell yeah, Sean.
So there was a point where it almost seemed like you were about to just wreck shop, and then I didn't see you for like a year or two. There was a time where what happened there? Like I was just like, what happened to Larry? I would ask at like every jam because he was at everything. Like,
Yeah.
Steven jams,
Yeah.
the compound jams. Like
I,
you were so a part of the scene, and then I didn't see you for.
I had a big accident back east and like pretty much bled to death. So I had like 9 months of recovery.
Car accident? Or
No,
riding?
BMX. I broke like a lot of my ribs on my right side and shattered my liver, lacerated my spleen, collapsed my lung, bruised my heart, dislocated my wrist. I didn't know anything was wrong, so I just got up and like was like, damn, I think I broke a rib. Okay. Like kind of assess the situation. Like something's hurting. I gotta get off the ramps. It was at a show. And so kind of skedaddled backstage and I coughed up blood and I was like, okay, so stay calm. Your rib obviously hit something. You're bleeding internally. Don't freak out. Don't make it something that it doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
Just get to the ambulance. Get to the phone to get to the ambulance. And I got a couple more steps through the door and I guess I passed out. I just remember
Probably
hitting
were freaking out a little bit along with everything else.
and
Yeah.
I just remember my teeth and my chin hitting the floor. And I was like, dude, why did you not put your hands out? And I like got up and I was like pushing myself up and I coughed up like a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Like a lot, to where I was like, oh fuck. Like this is bad. And just tried to get to the phone, blacked out, I guess. Woke up, paramedics were there, they're putting neck restraints on me, and told them no, I didn't hit my head or neck or anything. Everything's good. It's my ribs, and I can't breathe. And take the neck restraint off. Like I really need to like catch my breath. I need to, when you need to swallow.
Yeah.
to,
It
like,
feels
catch-
like it's restricting
Yeah.
you
And
just
I was
because
like,
everything.
just please like take that off. Like I didn't know it then, but I was pretty much having a panic attack because I couldn't catch my breath.
Yeah.
And dude wouldn't listen. And I was like, dude, you really? So I tried to take it off, and he like grabbed my hands and stopped me. And I guess I just went into like fight or flight, and I broke the dude's nose. And I don't know.
No, I'm not. I mean, fight or flight.
I felt bad. Like
Yeah.
it was just, I guess it was like his first week on the job. The lady told me, but I kind of
You felt like you were dying.
I struggled with him. I was
you were
actually.
surviving.
I didn't
There's
even know
nothing
I was
wrong
dying.
with that.
Yeah.
And you said, get the fuck off me. You felt like you were
I said
dying.
it way nicer than that too. And he just didn't. And I'm not like a confrontational guy. I don't like fighting or anything, but when I feel like I need to, I do. And he got the shitty end of the stick on that one.
Yeah.
So he ended up driving us instead of sitting in the back. And the lady sat in the back, and then I had to be restrained and shit. She's like, I'm like, that's totally fine as long as there's nothing on my neck, like so I could breathe. And I didn't know they messed up laying me flat on my back. All the blood that I lost went into my like lung cavity, I guess, and collapsed my lung.
Fuck.
So then it got really hard to breathe. And then we had like a 35-minute ambulance ride. And then the doctor was like, we don't have his blood here. He needs a blood transfusion, all this. So they threw me in a helicopter. It was like 40 minutes to somewhere in Michigan. And because this was in Ohio. And so that landed. I was just making jokes with the dude in the helicopter. He was cool. The pilot was hilarious. They put like a headset on me and I was talking to him. So I got down the elevator doors. Elevator doors open. This is the last thing I remember until I guess I was stable. Doctor walked in, kind of thumped my chest a few times and stabbed me in my ribs with like a scalpel, and blood went all over like him and the wall. And then I like woke up in the middle of the night and he was like checking on me, whatever, checking blood, checking whatever, white cell count or some shit. And I was like, was that a dream? Like I had a pretty fucked up dream. And he's like, no, that happened. We thought there was air in your lung cavity and it was blood. So usually it just air would
there was
out.
like
and it was just
he was relieving the pressure either way, but he thought he
was
wasn't. He didn't think he was getting blood. Yeah,
I lost. I think it was over half the blood in my body internally, and my liver shattered. But it's because it's a hard and soft shell. I don't know if you know about that. Liver's like surrounded by a soft shell of tissue. Mm-hmm. I shattered it, and that's what filters your blood and everything. But because it's like the soft shell held it together, so I didn't need surgery. But they said if I got like a puppy jumped on me or anything, it would burst and you would need surgery within those 30 minutes. And doctor explained to me that
no big deal then, basically.
The doctor explained to me that like he doesn't know how I didn't go into cardiac arrest with my lung being collapsed that long, and pretty much he didn't know how like I made it. I don't know. I just had good vibes the whole time. I was making jokes. Nothing was serious. I thought I broke a rib and
you have like the bleeding. Warrior genetics, though. You're like a super.
No. I don't think
some
anybody,
of this shit I've seen you do and just walk away from it. Like I don't think anybody on another level.
No one's a superhuman.
No one's a superhuman, but that even just that story of you're making jokes with the helicopter guy when you're half your blood's draining into dying, your ribs or whatever.
I think
you're a beast.
I think it's really just going to things with a positive attitude to get a positive outcome. Even just the full ignorance of, if I knew the severity of it, it probably would have turned out different, because I probably would have been stressing and bleeding more. And instead
most people probably would have just fainted though.
I was just laughing.
I
was laughing.
Take the wheel.
I remember telling the helicopter pilot, I was like, dude, can you like, because I'm laying on a bed, I was like, can you like give me a little tilt? I'm trying to see out of the side of this window. I've never been in a helicopter before. This is pretty
tight. Put me on the bad ribs that are bleeding out real quick.
And then the dude's sitting in the back there with me. He's laughing and he like fixes my seatbelt. It's like goes across here. And I was like, no, I didn't ask for a handy. I just wanted to see out the window. The dude just had to pull his mic away.
Like, you do the full like helicopter over.
Over.
So then that's what took you out.
Yeah, so I was out for a minute, but yeah.
So
and it was on some bullshit, like just in a show.
Some bullshit, yeah. It was some bullshit.
Yeah. And so what year is that? You guys?
I was 20, I think, at that time.
And so
it was right about like when you started seeing Larry ride and there was something different. You know, like those videos, he's sick.
He's a kid,
around 20, it's like before he got hurt, it was like...
It's funny because what I was going to say is like, when did Larry become Larry?
Right,
you know, like...
I think
is there a video that I could pull up that
honestly,
would like...
I think everything is pretty much owed to like the Vans Pro Cup.
I was going to bring that up.
You were already Larry at that point,
but I think that made me.
It did make you.
You guys want to know the cool story of how that started?
Yeah.
I was a second alternate, I think. It's 2014, 2013. I don't know.
Yeah.
Was that like back when it was U.S. Open on the beach?
Yep. That was only one stop. That was it.
So you were second alternate in those?
Yeah. They were like, all right, alternate, whatever, practice. And I was like, oh, that's me. I'm nervous as hell. It's the first big contest. A lot of people. I always wanted to do the Nike 6.0 one. No offense to Vans, but I remember because you guys were riding that. And I was like, that is the fucking coolest contest. So then, boom, I'm here at Vans US Open. And now I'm nervous. And I'm second alternate. I'm like, I'm not going to get to ride. Like, hopefully no one gets hurt. Because that's the only way I'm going to get to ride, or if people pull out. So I'm going to win practice. So I went and beat the fuck out of myself winning practice. I cased everything on that quarter, and I didn't touch any pool coping, because that's also a funny story.
Is it this course?
Nah, this is way later on.
No. This is later on.
Way later.
Yeah.
That was when the tour was going on and everything.
Yeah. So
it was like when Brian Foster and Jeff Slaughterly were in it. You know?
Okay.
It's like that 2014 or something.
It was called the Van Doren Invitational. at that point?
So maybe
I don't even
I think it
know.
was just Vans US Open.
Okay.
And, so I was scared, dude. So I went out there and destroyed as much as I could without touching pool coping because big quarters scared the fuck out of me, especially pool coping.
Didn't know
never,
that.
ever rode pool coping. If you'd ever watch any of them leading up to before I did anything with high air, I would just pump the deep end. I would never ride it. I didn't like it. Just watch. I'd never fucking touch it.
It makes sense because we never had anything with pool coping that we were allowed to ride.
Yeah,
until way later on in our area.
So I just went out there and rode as hard as I could. Practice over. I'm all bloody, taking my pads off. I broke my shin pad. Shin's bleeding. I think I cracked my helmet. And Ryan Nyquist, dude, Quinch, comes up to me and he's like,
Quinch.
He's all, I don't like this course. My thumb hurts. You can take my spot. Well,
You're like, one down.
I'm all, what? And he's like, no, you can take my spot. I want you to ride for me. And I was like, I played you in Dave Merritt Freestyle BMX too. He's like, cool.
He's like, I gotta go home.
Yeah. It's like, okay. I guess I'll put my pads back on.
Oh, so you didn't even have to wait for double alternate because he gave you his spot. He's like, take mine.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I was
what
in.
a G move, Nyquist.
Yeah, and I
He knew
was
he wasn't feeling it.
fucking hurt. I think he didn't give a fuck about the course.
It was not his style.
There was like, I remember it was like,
that's probably the first one.
it was like some mellow
That's first
banks.
or second one. No, that might be the second one.
No, I think that was it, dude.
Yo,
I think because I was hitting this one hip like right there.
Oh, that was fun.
See, but isn't that okay? So because that's what I was saying, like bullshitting. That was like, is that the first one where there was like a bullshitting when
Probably.
when like because there was that clip that maybe you remember is like I remember like asking Tyler Nagel like, oh, what do you think about that? And he was
Tyler
like,
wouldn't have been in those.
and he
first
was like
ones,
muscles.
I don't think.
Okay, all right, never mind.
I don't think that was. It was before. I think Tyler was.
Well,
like
we
in
can
the
watch
contest
this.
scene.
And maybe this is it. But
This could have been it. Bowen,
Yeah,
Baby
Pat,
Pat.
look at the hair, dude.
Lions, man.
If this is the first one, this is like
Is that Heim?
it might be Alex
Fuck.
I don't know, man.
Dugan. Yeah, that's Alex.
It's so funny. How you can
Yeah, this was like the
It was
first cement
Quinch,
bowl
dude.
big contest. Really, they were just kind of trying to figure out who was getting invited to him. Coco Zarita.
Best hair in the game.
So you weren't such baby Larry in this, but it was
Yeah.
still before the Vans Pro Cups really did make you into a superstar. You won every one.
So you'd never ridden pool coping like that.
Already then, yeah, that's why I was thinking it was older.
Yeah.
Him saying that. Look at little Kevin.
Yeah, dude.
Man, yeah, you guys have changed a lot in this short amount of time. Shit, this might be 10 years old at this point.
Yeah,
just
it
like
doesn't
11
seem-
or 12. Yeah.
It's changed a lot. It's wild.
So
Bowen, dude.
what?
Best
I mean, you
no-foot
had
cans.
you had the boost though. It was just 6 foot quarters or something.
Yeah.
Like where? I mean, where do you?
Hips or 6 foot quarters or a good 10 foot without pool coping. God, that guy is so sketchy.
Ron.
Oh, look at him. No style.
Yeah, these really did change things though, because I wasn't really riding bowls that much. Like, we didn't have any contests that were in bowls, and then it gave us like it gave a lot of us.
I wasn't
something
even a
that-
fucking bowl rider, dude.
I wasn't either.
I didn't even.
I mean, I liked them, but until these contests,
We didn't
came-
have bowls. I was
No, we didn't.
stoked,
Or we
like-
weren't allowed to ride them if we
But
did.
like who?
Kicked
I guess
out.
I don't know. I guess I'm just confused. Like where does your style come from? Because you have this like not like you have this like not obviously the power, but like the instant tricks. Like you don't wind into the tricks. The tricks are like lightning quick in and then sometimes out too.
I honestly don't know where that comes from. Is that
That's
Josh,
Harrington.
this
yeah.
was
that
the
is-
first one.
That is seriously amazing.
There's this is everybody's first
Watts.
time seeing Watts when he came
Yeah.
to this too.
Oh, that was Watts.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he got top 3.
Who are you emulating? Was there anybody local or was it just like a mishmash or were you like I'm trying to figure it out.
No, I didn't. Like the only person I really like wished I guess I could have rode like was like Chase and Mike Aiken.
Yeah.
And but I wasn't trying to ride like them. I just did my own thing. Like I guess maybe like the snappiness would be coming from like boxing, I guess.
Boxing.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I mean I've done a lot of that, and that's the only thing I could think of, like just being snappy, like hands moving fast, legs
Yeah.
moving fast, but getting back to where you need to be.
Okay.
And I just throw like, I guess, emotion into that, like with riding. And
Yeah.
try to be
ride
smooth.
with tons of energy.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. When you ride these contests, especially those ones,
It's
the
'cause-
fans, all of us on the deck, like when you go, it's
literally,
the energy is like
it's
you're
because-
pouring energy out and everybody's just
Yeah,
like,
it's-
oh my
well,
gosh.
It's
It's a
because
beautiful
that's
thing.
the reason why I started riding was because of how fun it is. So you're having a good time, a good session. I'm a firm believer on it's not what you're riding, it's who you're riding with. Yeah, I could ride a curb for hours as long as like it's good company.
You could ride the flat ground for hours with the right person.
Yeah. So then you throw a bunch of the right people in a bowl and then the crowd cheers and screams. Those contests, I only have like 2 things. I'm like, okay, I want to do something here and then something there. And the rest is made up. Like I just go.
Wow.
That's it. Like I usually do
I
like
would never think that about your runs.
so like the Germany one, I don't know, Stuttgart or whatever, where I did that no-hander into that wall. That was the only thing I had planned for that run. I had no idea what else to do. And I fell. That hurt, dude. That one was, yeah, but that's,
This one?
I think it's that one, yeah. Yeah.
And is my fact right about that you won every world champion? You know, because it was a points race towards the end, and I think you won every one.
I think Watts won one of them.
Oh, did Jason win?
I think he got one overall. I think.
Okay.
I think so.
There you are right there.
Yeah.
Wow. See you at 5 Doc.
That
dude.
right there.
Oh, that's
Oh
Stuttgart.
my God.
I see how far my bars went forward. Look at that, dude. I look like Corey Anastasio.
Yeah, there's no Larry Edgar. And this contest was just
But like even just like the
I was
that.
gonna.
Like God, you just rode with.
the snap.
I was
like,
gonna no-hander
it
out of
is-
that, and I didn't make it to the wall.
Because that's not Chase style. That's not
No,
Aiken
no.
style.
It's Larry
Aiken-
Edgar.
Yeah, and that's
Well,
what
that's
I mean.
just
Like,
I've always trained power, even
Yeah.
though
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't.
powerful.
Even though I didn't know I was training power, it was just what was like fun. Exert a bunch of energy, and then like it sounds dumb and whatever, but I always like Bruce Lee, like be like water, be smooth. So like that's how I get out of shit. Just try to let whatever happen, and don't go to the dead stop. That's
Yeah.
another thing my dad always said. It's not the fall that'll kill you, it's the dead stop at the end.
yeah.
So try not to, just keep your momentum. And if you ever watch any good skaters and they fall, they just keep their momentum and slide across the course.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
I can,
people, snowboarders even,
Yeah.
they'll fall on those landings are like as big as
Huge, dude.
mountains,
Yeah.
but they just slide and it's like. If
like
you-
nothing happened.
Yeah, someone who doesn't know how to snowboard, you'd break your neck
Yeah,
just
you're
from that
fucking
quick
splat.
Yeah.
splat.
Yeah.
But they just kind of like go on their backs and it's all finessey all the way to the bottom.
That's,
That makes sense. But I've seen you splat though too.
yeah.
That's one of my memories of one of the gnarliest things I've seen you do and not get hurt was the pullback 3 to fakie you were trying in Guadalajara. Was it Mexico City?
Yeah, that hurt.
That was insane.
So that
clip
pretty much
is.
I
It
took
was on
that-
Instagram and went viral. of
Yeah,
course.
I took that to Hastings this last
Yeah,
year.
you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came back for it just at a different park.
Yep.
And that Guadalajara one was the first time I blew my knee out.
Was it
Yeah.
during that?
Right before
It
that.
wasn't this one.
Yeah,
That
it was
Oh
before that.
Jesus, that was insane.
was a
Why the
terrible
fuck did
crash.
they start that with that? I was so sad.
That wasn't good. but
I
that's-
like couldn't
so it's
even.
the Mexico City one though. Don't watch that again.
Yeah. Can I do this one maybe? Hopefully this one.
That's
What-
Guadalajara too.
what happened?
Mexico City.
It was a.
Not Guadalajara.
Oh, it's not.
It's Mexico City. It was
Oh,
the only one
okay.
they did in Mexico City.
Oh, yeah.
It was in best
The
shape,
dude
I
just.
think.
I don't even know. I just like
Did
kind
they-
of blanked.
I think that was I can't remember the homie's name, but fuck, he did a big step down and then slid out and smashed his face.
Yeah.
Dude from like New Hampshire.
Ouch.
Yo,
Is that Jaden?
Yeah,
it's
it's Jaden.
He's such a nut, dude.
Oh man, I miss these.
I know.
Yeah, that was something that like man for. Talk about, COVID screwed some people over, but
I have that.
God, there's some people who were just superstars of these things.
I literally have in the notes. So COVID fucked you.
Yeah. Definitely on this sense, because every month it was just, wow, Larry Edgar's the best rider, just reminding everyone over and over again.
Once upon a time, I was good.
You're
Dude.
I used to do those highs. It surprises me sometimes.
That's the thing with you. I feel like once this crowd gets around you and you're having fun,
Well, I don't care anymore.
you don't care. Because I've rode with you normal too, like just a chill session. You could just be a chill guy.
Yeah, it's
But
fun.
this doesn't seem like you could be a chill guy if you watch this Larry Edgar. You're like,
Yeah.
this guy doesn't just ride. He just goes
Yeah,
insane.
I mean, it was
Crowd just gets me so excited.
I mean, Battle of Hastings was a perfect example of it, dude. Like you were fucking on one this year, and it was cool to see
I
because
felt
you
like
haven't
a
had
way
that
more refined
version
calculated.
of yourself. Yeah,
I could calm the crowd down in my head and kind of just
in your head.
That's
That's good.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
that's good.
crazy.
Yeah. We're looking for a specific trick, but I guess
Was this the best trick contest?
No, this is kind of just everything. So I don't know what's in here or not. I could fast forward a little bit. See if
who's the filmer at this?
This is Carlson, I think.
God damn it. It's fully, dude. I was hoping it was you so I could just talk shit.
No, it wasn't me.
Yeah, so it was pretty much you and Jason always battling. I was right there behind you.
Shut up.
Point
man.
standing. I was.
You were having like a rough year. I remember.
So getting back to the style thing, like I feel like you're at this old ass game of bike right here with the lip piercings.
Yeah.
You're still you. Like you can still see like there's like the whip fakey stuff and all that, but like it's a little bit.
Yeah, I think this was before I really got into training.
Yeah.
So I guess the training has huge things to do with that.
Is that, you mean training like working out and stuff?
Yeah, like that. And because I kind of started working out and started like boxing at the same time.
Okay.
Stayed training or working out way longer than boxing and like way more consistent. But yeah.
Fair enough.
So what's up with that? When did that get into your life, and how religious did you get about that? Because I know you're really, really into working out.
Well, so I think I was 18 or 19 or something like that. And
that would explain like why the 20-year-old Larry was this like, what's going on with this guy? It changed all of a sudden. You were already so good.
Yeah.
And the working out thing.
It was just too. I didn't really care for like looks, or it wasn't like, oh, this is gonna help with that and whatever. It was to fall. I remember like watching people fall and their shoulder pop out or this or that, and I was like, dude, my shoulders are like the first thing to hit the ground. My hips and my shoulders every time, and so it was really just to keep my shoulders happy, and pretty much put armor on my bones. So when I bounce off the ground, yeah,
we never got to the 3 fakie I was talking about, but it would have knocked everyone else I know out. But his head, I don't even think touches the ground.
It's not.
Like
it's not.
And it's the gnarliest slap.
One of those things, like, yeah, it was best trick, and that's one of those things. Like,
fucking held your neck up from slapping the ground with so much force going on your head.
Is this it? 2019.
Like, the strength of it was.
Yeah, that's got to be it. The best trick on. No, that's not. That's Guadalajara.
Yeah.
But yeah, that right there is fucked up. And that box is big. I'm telling you right now, that box was like 6 foot, 6.5 foot tall.
I remember hearing about this park that it looked awesome, but like the transitions were bumpy as fuck
like
and different.
Built with a shovel.
Yeah.
You know, every 6 inches was different. It was
They
scary.
were fucking 10 cervezas in when they were building this thing.
And the Guadalajara one looked good on pictures and film, but it was just literally scary.
It was literally just the crowd of Mexico getting everybody to just send it because they are awesome. Dude, look at them. Look at them up there. I did a manual and they're losing their minds.
Ooh.
Yo.
Yeah, Jace. That's one of my favorite humans right there.
To Can Lander.
Easy.
Oh, Ezekiel.
He's so good.
Fucking
It's so stylish.
Baby Dove, but he's still Baby Dove.
Yeah. He looks exactly the same. He just goes higher now.
He's someone that was like just blowing up, then COVID hit, he got screwed over.
Yeah, I
finally,
was talking about that. I was like, dude,
yeah,
in there now.
It stopped like all the Vans contests, but I was like, that would be Dovey's contest, like 100%. He's the best rider in my opinion. Like, sorry to everybody else, but and Dennis, you don't count as a rider, so
not as nearly as good as Dovey.
Hey, shut up.
That was the first one of those ever done.
Yeah,
I think, too.
yeah,
that's insane. KP's so good with that. No pads on, just sends it
as
to
far
flat.
as these pro cups go, Dovey would have been. It would have been you versus Dovey versus Watts. I think at all of them.
Yeah, I don't think I would have stood a chance.
Yes, you would have.
But it would have brought it.
It would have
brought
had
out
someone that is comparable to your insaneness.
And it would have brought out the next
else
generation.
Look
of
at
those
that.
dudes too,
You see that beard in the background over there?
Was it Dustin?
Yeah,
BMX Jesus.
that was one of the
Dustin
dudes.
Oram?
Pause that right.
Yeah.
See it
right
right there?
above.
Yeah, that is one of the best humans in this world.
Has he done the podcast?
He's not done the podcast.
It'd be great. Just because everyone needs to know who that guy is, and if you watch BMX stuff, you've seen it.
Look at Trey Jones sitting there.
He's
got his shoes on.
Did you see that? Did you see that Tony Hawk posted Trey and Marcel today?
Yeah, I saw Vance posted that.
Yeah.
What happened?
The Tony Hawk rode with Trey and Marcel today and posted them on Instagram. It was pretty funny.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's epic when you pause this.
Yeah.
Look at Boy. He's like, is Kevin really about to do
Jason
this?
doesn't even give.
Jason's like, where's my bed?
Nah, he's like, where's me Jack, mate?
Where's my fucking Jack?
One of those times, dude.
I gotta ride a little bit more.
I was
Where's
like,
my more
bro,
Jack?
could I get a sip of that Coke? He's like, yeah, sure, mate. And it was
do that.
It was like 100% Jack, and we were in Guadalajara, and I was like,
No,
He's
that
like,
was probably
and
tequila when him and Bowen were drinking tequila.
He won that stop, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hammered drunk.
I think he was undefeated in Guadalajara. No one could beat him there.
no,
He just nose manualed around.
Yeah, he was.
So we still didn't get the 360.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I mean,
gotta be
there's
coming.
another minute left. I just
it's
figured
not
that was the
important.
banger.
It's just freaking.
It was
Well,
just the fact
we've
of like how
invested this
strong
much
you
time.
are, and now talking about how you
My knees
start-
blown
Look at
out right here,
there's
too.
a dude with
That's
a
insane.
there. I think somebody's gonna zoom in on him.
Yeah, I my ACL and meniscus are gone in this contest.
Fuck.
So how could you just ride like that? Tape it up.
Will and determination.
Training.
Will and determination.
Muscles.
You're
a freak. I told you. You're
Shout
so
out, shout out to Lecky. Noah's there.
I was really far
Yeah,
away
there's
from
nothing
home. And I
else.
was
All right, we're never gonna see it. Well,
Yeah.
I was not about to not ride. I got
It's
it on
funny
my
because
Instagram.
similarities because that is similar to Aiken because I remember Aiken talking about when he falls backwards he would call it the stiff neck, and you would just go like this. Yeah, you just like this. And he's like, if you're falling backwards, you just give it everything you got. Like
Yeah.
do the stiff neck.
he knew it.
and really like
but
it.
just the power he had. And he fell out of the sky like this.
It really saves you from getting concussions as well.
Yeah.
Having a strong neck. Yeah. Like
F1
And
F1
you learned
neck.
all this stuff on your own, the training? Did you just start on your own, or did you
Yeah.
ever just looking stuff up on the internet or having friends around?
no,
I mean,
I started
you
looking-
gotta. I mean, I feel like you gotta have fucking nuclear reactor level energy though. Like if you don't go out and do something every day, you're probably losing your mind.
So yeah, that's the problem right now. Just being a dad, it's sick.
Yeah.
But dude, I need to do something physical, and this little dude is just not ready to spar. I put gloves on him the other day, and I was like, "All right, dude, it's your turn." He's just not. He's
You're gonna be stoked when he turns like 13, though. Larry's gonna be like, "Yes, I had
10,
someone."
dude. The way he's acting right now, 10.
Baby 10.
10, dude. He's got baby teeth. I don't have to worry about knocking him out.
Gnarly.
Yeah, right.
Nah, I would never, dude. He hits me hard though,
My cannon's uppercutted me.
dude. No,
Literally.
Pax comes in with
Yeah.
the haymakers. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm trying to find this clip.
Okay. We gotta see it. I'm the one who's been slowing the
Airdrop it
the
to me.
the
Oh,
shot.
what about that clip of me in Richmond too when my bars exploded?
I have that one.
I hit my head pretty good,
I
only because there was a rock.
Or you being the human motorcycle and towing Julian in.
Julian's
like you're
a
that
G, dude.
insane. You're like, let me try and just tow you in.
I
We
was
got a
so-
motorcycle, but I'll be probably faster
I
than
was
that.
so tired.
That's insane.
I do have that one. So, and looks like Super 8. Shout out to whoever filmed this, but
Oh God.
See like how the hill goes up right there?
yeah.
That's the only reason why my head.
That's
hit.
another beautiful showing of your strength. in
thing
your training.
racked my head, dude.
Rewind
Right where
that
it
if you
carves
can.
up.
Like that's something that most people would be ambulance contest.
Shout out to
down.
Colin for giving me his stem and his forks.
Yeah, and then you came back and did it.
Ah.
Dude,
Oh
so
damn! I
sick.
thought that was a crash.
No.
Dude, you hit the ground and popped up like 4 inches before you even stopped moving.
Yeah, nobody
You're a tank,
would
man.
be okay with that.
Just Larry. That's why.
Yeah. Oh my God, Larry.
Jason.
Okay, no one else can see that besides us, so we
ta-
found it
ta-
just for ourselves.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, that Richmond one, I thought for
This
sure.
might be. This is even a better showing, honestly, of your strength.
I
than
thought
that
thought this one though was really gonna like.
horizontal clip on Instagram.
Thought I was gonna
That's
take a
pretty
little
cool.
dirt nap on that one for sure.
I
but
mean, fuck.
When you came in, you're like, oh shit.
right when I felt the bar, because like I landed and I just felt the bars go, and I was like, "There's no way I could get my arms to cover my face. We're hitting face."
Oh, so that's the first one.
Yeah, and then there's
You're like,
the,
oh,
It wasn't as gnarly as I remember in my head. I guess after that.
no,
last
I
one.
did two more.
Oh,
Those were
yeah,
the-
no, it was gnarly.
Those are the only ones they got. I just went too fast.
It's just, I guess, in real life, it just seemed like how flat you landed and how it was so chill. Just like,
Well, the
like, you know,
spine,
like,
the spine's 6 foot or whatever.
I mean, I would die.
Quarter's
Yeah, I would.
8-footer.
Yeah,
I
no.
would die.
You made it look so chill. The other one
Yeah.
just was a gnarlier slam, but how you made this seem not that bad. You went to flat off of an 8-foot quarter, 4 feet out.
Yeah.
On your back.
Have
you ever hurt your back? It seems like your back is so strong that you probably never had any back problems.
No, it does hurt.
Yeah?
I jumped off of Stephen Murray's roof one time over the dirt jumps and looped out in the gravel, and like, I think I did something then. I was like 16. But
that's before you're working out.
Yeah, and they had to like dig rocks out of my back.
And that's from you slammed on your back on a 30-foot jump.
Yeah.
I think that probably was just
it hurt.
Not necessary.
But ever since then, it was like lower back issues.
But do you ever get sore backs from riding or anything? You seem like you could like really, because a lot of BMXers have such hurt
like,
backs from riding.
Mainly I get like this guy, dude. This thing like gets pissed right here.
Tendonitis in your arm?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think the difference is between Larry and like most BMXers is that most BMXers, like you, I'll just use you as an example, like even Pat was like, I ride bikes. That is my exercise. I don't need to do everything else. Look how I'm in shape well enough. Yeah. And then eventually they're like, all right, working out is beneficial. And I'm going to start working out and taking care of my body after beating the fuck out of it for 8 years. Like, and he got onto it like
the maintenance
2 years.
No, 20. Yeah. Not many people are doing that at 20. At that level.
Yeah. So I would.
You said 18.
Yeah, like 18. Okay. I think I started. I'd wake up. I lived at the.
I didn't touch my toes until 18.
Actually, it might have been.
Even try and stretch.
Yeah, it might have been 17, honestly. But I would. I didn't have money for a gym membership or anything, and so I actually had a backpack. I would just stack full of. I think I had like a bunch of old textbooks from high school, and I'd just go like hit the stairs, do burpees with it and stuff, just random shit. And
you just carry. You put textbooks in a bag in your backpack.
Yeah, and then
military friends.
Oh, my dad was special forces.
Okay, so he knew it was
this makes even a little more sense.
Here we go. We're diving in on
your dad was special forces.
Yeah, and so that, and then
you're in a hotel room with him. He's like, do this.
No, he actually never really pushed for that. But when I started like showing interest, he'd kind of just give me pointers on what I needed to do. And then I remember one day, he had, at a shop, it was like a dirt hill down into the shop itself, into the concrete, and he had a bunch of rocks dropped. And he said they were all too big. They're supposed to be smaller in the gravel. So he had me out there with like a 30-pound sledgehammer and breaking all the rocks to turn into gravel. That was a full day of swinging a 30-pound sledgehammer. That was
for working out, or
he was like, "Oh, you want
to work out
today?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, Dad, hell yeah."
Do my chores for me and get strong.
It's like a fucked up. It's like 909 Karate Kid instead of wax a floor.
So he was like,
"That is working out."
He was like, "You said you wanted exercise," and I was like, "I did say I wanted exercise," and that was a lot of working out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think it's a byproduct of you being like. Of just a ball of energy.
Well, I always just like hard work pays off.
Yeah.
Really does.
So I've just done it.
Yeah.
Like, whatever I can work hard at. Like I'm not a computer whiz. I'm not like gonna work hard at something like that. I'm physically gonna work hard.
Yeah.
So I do.
And does that transfer into like cars and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Where it's got to be perfect and you got to put in the work.
If I can understand it, like if it makes sense in my brain, I'll be good at it.
Yeah.
But I just have to make it make sense first.
Yeah.
So BMX just made sense.
Yeah. Mechanics of
You're
it.
a physical guy.
Yeah.
It seems like, well, we can get in the car thing in a little bit, but with BMX, in working out, you like wanted to use your energy and get good at something.
Yeah. Well, I had all this I was angry as a kid.
I can imagine. I mean, this upbringing, like it's gnarly.
I wasn't angry at anybody or anything like that. I just had this feeling. So I just expressed it riding instead of doing what the rest of my family did. And
it's a beautiful story. That's why I didn't want to like make it a sad thing in the beginning. No, it's not
sad at all.
It could be if you were someone who, if you went to jail too and never got out of prison, but you took it.
I just haven't fucking.
You didn't get stuck in prison though. You didn't keep you took all that energy and put it into like things that
it would
made
be
you
sad
travel the world.
If I was, I guess, a weak human and wanted people to feel sorry for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you guys to feel sorry for me. It's not a fucking victim thing. It's everybody gets dealt a hand.
Yeah.
And it's how you play it. And my story might not be near as bad as half the people I've ridden with at Pro Cup, for instance, right there in Mexico City. They probably have it way worse than my shit probably sounds like amazing to them.
Mm-hmm. It could. To some people.
No.
Yeah.
Don't feel sorry for me.
No,
I think it's a good motivator for
Yeah.
people who do play the victim to look at this and be like, wow, if someone's life isn't nearly as bad as yours and they, you know, they might think it's terrible. It's like, look at, you know, what Larry came from.
And
you know,
it's
and he made
sometimes a
beautiful
motivator
life.
for me. Like I'll have a rough day and I'm like, dude, look where you came from. Look where you are.
Yes.
Don't bitch.
Yeah. Just
You
straight
have
up
a
like,
beautiful wife, a beautiful son.
just
your
instead
career
of
is amazing.
Yeah. Instead of reacting and going, woe is me, I just take action. I'm like, oh, wonder what I want to do today? Oh, I'll do that today because I can.
Yes, sir. Did you ever work a job or was it always BMX shows to sponsor BMX?
No, actually, I worked valet for a bit.
Okay.
I was riding as well, but I worked valet at the Angel Stadium and it was cool. Just got to drive a bunch of sports cars and shit and do donuts in people's Porsches.
That's fun. But
drive their trucks up the bank and that out underneath the bridge.
It was like, oh yeah, you're so rough on my car. Man, you should see what I do to my cars.
Yeah, we can get into that. What's up with you and cars? You obviously have a car passion if you follow you on Instagram or know you in real life.
I blame my dad on that. How are you going to buy me a Hot Wheels and just be like, oh yeah, don't like cars? Yeah, he started that.
So it started from Hot Wheels.
Yeah, and he was always at a race shop, like working on old circle track cars or old Corvettes or.
When you say he's at shops in other stories, are you talking about he's worked at car shops?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were surrounded by it.
Yeah, always, every day. And honestly, I didn't like cars when I was young. I was annoyed by them because it was always taking my dad's time from me. Like, but like 14, started getting interested. Excuse me.
I was dying watching.
No, dude, the fate. Oh, I missed that 4Runner right there. That white 4Runner.
Jeff, when I listen to Jeff.
What is he talking about? Like,
Just like he's looking, he's just trying to understand it. I'm like, do you get it? And he's just like, it makes perfect sense that he would not understand. He'd be like, I do not get it.
I love Jeff so much. That car is actually in New Mexico, and I just did a drift event, and that car was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it blew my mind.
That's me on the other side. Steering wheel's on the wrong side, so.
So you just always kind of have like a fleet of cars.
I used to a lot more. Now I'm a lot more responsible. As you can tell, I wasn't so responsible.
I'm sure
that was a closed course.
Yes.
Everybody in there was paid actors.
Whoa, that's sick.
That was my first time drifting that car. It's weird being on the right side.
You know, what's funny about this afterwards is that you had said, thanks for trusting me.
Yeah, well, I never.
Afterwards, and I was like, and I had a moment, and I was like, oh yeah, no worries. And then I was like, wonder why you said that. Like, I didn't even, because you think about it, I'm like, all right, well, I just trust Larry.
Yeah.
Like, and I never even questioned it in any capacity.
Well,
I was like, but then after you said that, I was like, maybe I should make sure next time if I ever film something like this that they're like that they're 100% confident.
I would never do anything that I wasn't confident.
Standing outside the turn and stuff like that.
I would have pulled up and been like, "Hey, give me a minute, real quick. Let me feel how this feels." But
it looks like you're.
No, same. Never even questioned it until he said like, "Hey, thanks for trusting me," and I was like, should I have not trusted you?
I feel better in cars than I do on bikes. Like it's like I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Bike, I'm like, I could probably land somewhere in there. Like I already know what this car is. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's your relationship with cars at this point? Are you buying and selling?
It seems like drifting is kind of
I'm just trying to
kind of gone up.
Yeah.
Almost.
So I do want to start like a demo company for like big events to go just do like little drift demos. People could ride along or whatever for like Supercross or whatever.
Yeah, that'd
maybe
be cool.
Talk to these guys. And
yeah.
I kind of been talking to them a little bit. I did a demo for them. I think you were at that Vegas one.
Yeah.
Filmed those clips. That was my first demo ever.
That was a good clip.
Yeah, that was fun.
So that's the thing in the drift world where they'll do demos and let people try the cars? Or is that a new idea that you have?
No, just like, so I'll just drive my car. People, it's like pretty much just burnouts and donuts and flames and loud noises. People get excited, and if the company's okay with it, they can let them have ride-alongs. They can hop in the passenger seat, put a helmet on, and people that know how to drive. And yeah, do demos like that for whatever, because I don't have the money to compete in the big leagues.
Yeah, I mean,
what does
any
that
motorsport
take?
is expensive.
So a weekend of drifting, like at a contest, like say Formula Drift or whatever, you're going to be spending like just the weekend probably $25,000.
Okay, aside from that money that isn't realistic, like how do you get into it where someone's paying for you to do it so you can actually make money in it?
Yeah.
See, that's you, right? Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
So that's Larry at this.
There's that car, dude. I built that thing, and this kid bought it, and it got shipped off to Germany, and he's still driving that thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's one of your cars, and you did a demo in your own car. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah. So because like Monster, you know, like you go to the Miramar Air Show, and it's like Monster does a motocross show, do an airbag. And it's like if they have Miramar Air Show, they also had like a supercar like racing or whatever off to the side. Like they could do a drift demo there too. And it's like if you're just
drifting's cool because
if Larry puts
too, so it's
puts
like
the word in that he's like, I'm down, I could do that easy, you know. And it's
drifting is so easy.
BMX show,
Like
BMX show, but drifting. You know,
yeah.
And it could be it's a small little flat area. The crowd can get right around it.
Yeah.
Put up a couple walls.
Yeah.
Or even if they just want to.
Or just stand right here. I won't hit you.
I'll do donuts around you.
Thanks for trusting me, crowd.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. We didn't have walls.
That's a huge thing, though, really. Like, people don't realize, like, anything can happen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I've seen tons of these ones where they go crazy down in different countries.
Yeah.
And
Like
people
rally
getting
against-
smoked.
I worked at, like, a
People
pit crew.
That shit comes up on YouTube all the time.
Dude, I worked at pit crew for the San Felipe 250. And, like, we were at mile marker, like, 160 or whatever. And mile marker, like, 156. There was 3 dead in the crowd. Dudes ran out.
Just like a Baja style.
Tried to get close to the truck, and the truck clipped them. And we had to.
Yeah.
They held the bodies there with. All they did was put a couple T-shirts over them, and we packed up. Race was over, and we drove by. There's just one cop standing there, and you just see him.
Yeah, don't hit him.
Yeah. Just drive around him.
Yeah,
that's how it is. Yeah.
Fucking life.
Yeah, it's just the ignorance of it. Like, oh, this truck's going fast, and they have control of it. Like,
fuck no, they're racing wild.
They are racing to win money.
Yeah, they are on ragged edge.
You're in this truck.
Don't they not even know the track because it's so long? Like you didn't practice the track.
You practice it, you pre-run it, but you don't remember everything.
It's
but
like
also
days long.
196 miles in. You don't remember fucking anything.
No, you don't remember that. And it's been worn down by other trucks.
You're wearing a helmet like this, and then you're in a truck with roll cage here and here, and this is a window, so you have this much to see out of. And you're hitting whoops that are 4 feet tall. So your truck is dancing.
You could be pissing at the same time with a fucking condom on your dick.
Yeah.
Like fucking you could.
You're dehydrated.
Anything,
It's getting dark now, so your eyes are trying to get into the it's getting dark stage, and you're doing 100 miles an hour through this.
Yeah.
And one fan goes, "Let me stand in front of this truck.
Get a photo."
He must be going as fast as those Baja bugs.
Yeah, definitely not blame that shit on the driver. You know,
and they get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
And they get in trouble for it. It's life.
Yeah. So we kind of jumped around, but Pro Cup like kicked off. You know, like you said, 2019 was like year of 2018, 2019 was like fucking. You're a busy guy.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, X Games stuff.
Top dog.
I told
he was always
fans
sick,
like,
and then he was top dog all of a sudden.
Send me wherever you want me to go. I don't care what contest. Just send me to it. I'll do what I can. And they just like laughed, and I was like, I'm dead serious. Like that was just like growing up not having a place to come back to that I cared about. I didn't care to be home.
Remember we went to like Singapore together and straight to Australia?
Yeah, that was tight. It was a good time.
Awesome. What was in Singapore?
Like they were
that
doing
bowl
these
was gnarly.
They were doing these huge contests, but then on the side, a lot of people didn't know they were doing more like amateur contests all over the world. So like me and Larry just went to judge that. They sent me, you, Gary out, but then we would get to ride the whole time.
Dude,
fucking
they were doing stuff
there
like
was
that
like
behind
a park
the scenes,
on the beach with a box jump.
Yeah.
One of the sickest parks ever. Hey, that place was so hot.
It was
Singapore.
It was so
terrible hot, and we tried to go in the water, and the water was hot. It was the ocean. It was like an East Coast winter or something. Like being outside was not.
You're like pouring sweat, and you're not like allowed to spit there. And I remember I went like to clear all the sweat off my face, and this cop thought I spit, dude. I took off. I was gone. I was just pouring sweat. I was like, dude, I don't.
We got used to it though after a couple days, but the first couple days we were like, whoa.
Dude, I remember the little visa thing was like, weed is punishable by death. And I was like, What?
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if they enforce that, but it says it on the card.
I think they do. And Malaysia and all that shit.
So by him, like
fucking gnarly.
superstar, this big tour, but he's also like got all these other cool things they're sending him to. And,
Yeah.
like it was a big deal. Cool, it was a big series.
It really like they were.
And before COVID too, I think you might have went to the meeting the next day after the last one in Huntington. A few of us went to talk about how like the next ones could be bigger and better, and they were adding a stop. Like had all these sick ideas. Like they were going hard, like a real boardroom meeting at Vans. Like, all right, we're making it even crazier. It was a day after the finals and HB party, and then meeting the next day, and then COVID, whenever the hell that happened.
So, have we ever discussed in detail like what was Vans ever making money on those things?
They were spending so much money.
That's what I mean. Like
but before COVID, Vans was doing so well. It was just something awesome for him to do.
But they were taking care of us as pretty much. I feel like they were taking care of us exactly how every BMX rider should be taken care of.
Before I was even on Vans, they were taking care of me.
Yeah,
you know, like that's how they treated everyone. Like the Vans riders were getting the ultimate treatment.
We had houses on the beach for every contest.
They're still like, how can we help you out? You know, it wasn't just Vans riders. Like they were taking care of the whole fucking tour.
Remember were you at the Vans house in Huntington?
This one where somebody pooped in the cupboard?
That was poop in the shower, and I know who that was.
Who?
I don't know if I want to say it. Like,
it's up to you. It's on air. Millions of people listen to this podcast.
Whatever, dude. It was Jason Watts, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it was Watts.
Dude, I think...
Who do you think it was?
I don't know,
but I thought he came down and claimed it. I thought he came down and claimed it.
But Jason is the type of dude that would claim it because he's the one that could get away with it. I heard it was somebody else. And
it was Michael Mogajon for sure.
Who did you hear? Who did you hear it was? Come on. I said who I said it was.
But you lied.
No, I did not lie. I really thought it was him.
I heard it was like Angie's friend or something like that.
We're getting in the depths with that one.
Yeah.
We need to get right out of this. Right?
I was like,
let's weave on out of here.
Scotty or Gary or something
anyways,
like that.
I remember.
I could see being Jason all fucked up.
Yeah. I
heard it was in a cupboard. I wasn't even in the house. I heard it was in a cupboard or something.
I was in the bottom floor.
We're putting people under the table.
I was in the bottom floor sleeping.
Somebody put a poop in the cupboard.
Jason's coming back in January, so you can rebuttal all this.
I love Jason. I love that human. But I was sleeping on the couch downstairs because I didn't want to share a room with any of those raggedy fuckers.
Like Kramer and Gary.
Yeah, especially Gary, dude. I feel like he's like a weird snuggler.
Just hop in your bed.
Yeah, like get Gary, get out of the bed now. Oh, come on.
Gary was on that trip with us. That was fun.
I love Gary.
That was cool. That was
that's when like Big Boy, when I like got introduced to Big Boy and I watched him try to front flip on flat ground.
It didn't go well.
That's so funny. Oh my god. Oh.
So yeah, derailed that one with the poop thing. But so they put you in a house. You said house in HB.
Yeah,
I don't know what you were gonna say.
They get us houses like every Huntington stop. They got us like awesome house in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they took care of us upon it. I wish they could build the park and leave it there on the beach. That'd be cool.
There'd be like 8 bowls, like a quarter mile apart from each other at this point.
Sick.
I always thought that it'd be like Rocket Power Town.
Yeah, dude. I love Rocket Power. Actually, I've been watching Rocket Power with my son.
Really?
Amped. Yeah.
How do you find those?
I just go on YouTube. Yeah. Dude, he gets stoked.
Fuck, I want to watch those.
He's all.
Yeah.
Damn. My kid has never seen it. I've never seen it.
Rocket Power's the sickest.
We've had this conversation already on the podcast. Yeah. I was like, I'm out of. I aged out of that one. So
you were watching like Brink on Disney Channel, or is that you aged out of that one?
That's amazing. That is a fantastic reference. That is a hilarious.
I never really
movie.
watched that. I actually never watched it. My friend Josh always brings the reference up.
Brink.
Did you watch it?
It's a fantastic. That movie's fucking hilarious.
I don't think I've ever.
But
watched
it's like
it.
it's also sick because it's like Gleaming the Cube, but like for rollerblading in like the early 2000s or something.
No,
like
it's way before early 2000s.
Is it 90s?
It has to be. Like because I don't even like if I remember it, it's blurry and anyways.
98. Come on.
Oh man.
Yeah.
98.
Oh wait, I think I do remember
late
this.
90s.
It is. The whole thing is on here.
You're gonna see on there.
Oh no, this is
podcasting about. That's us.
Yeah, that's us right there. An alternate movie.
So you're thinking a YouTube channel? Is this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of YouTube.
Yeah, I did start up the old YouTube channel. I haven't put a video down yet. I have a video, but I'm.
Where are we going with it? What are you thinking?
BMX, cars, just stuff
Larry
I do.
Edgar.
Yeah, just stuff I do every day, and kind of like, I like the Road Fools vibes, like Road Fools music, kind of just a throwback. I'm probably not going to be traveling too much because I got the little son, you know, but.
You'll be traveling before you know it, though.
Yeah.
The little guy stage turns into the little dude you can bring around with everywhere
He's
soon.
about it, too.
Yeah.
Like, I go to the skate park, he's down.
Yeah.
He's already riding down, like, the amateur line at the Menifee Park. He rides down all the landings, tries to go up the lips.
Yeah.
Like, he makes it pretty far.
How old is he?
A year and a half.
Yeah.
Watch a few years flies by and he's going to want to go everywhere with you.
He eats crap too. Like he like already blew both of his. He blew both of his like teeth apart in the front, like chipped both of them, and just laughed about it. I was like, "You realize that's a piece of you on the floor, right?" Like, he's like,
just baby teeth.
Yeah, he's chilling.
So yeah, family, cars, BMX,
everything's good.
Yeah.
Wife's good. Cars are just struggle right now, dude.
I was talking about the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, that's
gonna be sick. I'm tuning in. I'm excited.
Building cars, riding, just typical, like whatever I do. Like the first episode is my first road trip for drifting. My sponsor paid the fuel and everything. Paid
So you
my
got
entry.
drift sponsors.
Yeah.
Fuck
I got a few of those actually. More drift sponsors than I have bike sponsors right now. Depressing.
That's good. I mean, you know,
Yeah, they paid the fuel, everything, paid the lodging, paid the entry fee, everything, and
that's
it was a good time. They, I got entered in like my first drift contest randomly. It was Eddie Peraza was with me. Yeah, they just kind of signed me up without saying anything, and we got third out of 18 teams.
That's sick.
That was cool.
It's a team event.
Yeah, it was sweet. So that was kind of hard too because everybody had to be on point. It's pretty much like team tandem.
So you were on Eddie's team?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was cool. It was just like
cool.
compound days all over again.
So that kind of circles back to my old question though of like, how is there a possibility of you getting in there with people paying for it? So
I would love the opportunity.
Do you kind of see a route to doing it though if you keep doing good in
Yeah.
I mean,
contests?
does like Quanbeck get paid for it?
I don't know. He's always got something going on though.
Yeah, I mean, I saw you built a crazy car recently that I was like,
smashed the hell out of that thing
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Damn. Dude, did you see his truck burn down on the highway?
Yeah.
That was rough, bro. Glad everybody was okay in that one. That sucked. Truck caught fire just driving down the highway. Trailer, everything.
motor issues?
Yeah,
Something dragging.
brand new Ford.
What the hell?
Yeah. That's another thing that just factors into life, cars, anything. You're like,
Yeah.
it's a gamble with everything.
Did he like custom mess with it? Like, why
No,
would he
it
just
was
catch
a
on
bone
fire?
stock tow rig. Yeah, it was like a little oil leak or something right onto the.
Makes sense if the drift car burns down, not the
Yeah,
not
right?
the
Yeah,
stock.
no, that's why I'm like,
I
wow.
walked out front after I seen that and looked at my truck and I was like, "Don't you dare!" 'Cause I was about to drive to New Mexico and I've never driven past Arizona. I just looked at it and I was like, "Do not."
So you tow those drift cars in the back?
Yeah,
You gotta get
I got
truck
a
for
big
that.
enclosed trailer too. That's cool. So I have AC and everything. So we slept in the trailer one night. I just put a hammock up. Samar slept on like some boxes or something.
Is Samar filming your YouTube channel?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
the first
sick.
video. Yeah, and
Sweet.
then I'm also working on an edit as well.
Yeah.
Which we're pretty much like 3/4 done. I just don't have a banger or anything. I can give you guys a little sneak peek if you want.
I would love to see it, but I
not
keep it off air until it's.
Yeah.
It's not anything cool. It's pretty much just everything everybody's seen.
I
Oh,
think that was
do a tabletop?
one of my last like topics. Is
here's
just,
like some old photos of like trucks jumping over me while drifting. Here's like a video of the most recent one. It's
you're
just
really
like,
into this, man. I think
it's fun
I
stuff.
could see you taking it far. Take that same passion you are doing with BMX and
So
keep it going.
I do want to circle back a little bit because COVID hits.
Yeah.
Fuck all is happening.
Yeah.
You're living with, because we filmed that little, what was it called? The
can't
monster
remember.
thing
Yeah,
or
it was,
something. It was something at your house, sheltered in.
Yeah.
And it was like filmed him like riding his pump track thing it was in this thing a lot.
Little dirt
Yeah.
thing.
And then,
Did we film that day in the life with me, you, and Pat during that too, or was that before?
that was
COVID?
kind of maybe
Dude,
a
I still
little
got that
bit-
clip on my phone of that transfer at your house.
That's what I'm saying. So okay, before we
Did
move
we- is
circle
that-
back, I want to say like you came to my house to work on you were going to start a video part with Fudger. You did
Yeah,
like
we
three,
do that
you
clip.
did
Blew my
three
knee
things
out.
that nobody's ever thought of at my
Yeah.
ramps, like nothing. Oh, and then you blew your knee out.
Yeah.
And I was like, Larry can make the sickest video parts ever.
Yeah.
And then I still believe that, and I want to see one, and I want to see a bunch.
I need to do one.
What is that clip? Why don't I remember it?
Which
It's
one?
like
What
a
are we talking about?
the
At my ramps?
transfer.
The
Yeah.
tail whip.
Yeah.
The tail whip that no
Yeah.
one's ever jumped the gap.
Yeah.
Oh, here's like
Has anyone
one.
jumped that? I'm like, fuck no.
Here's
Yeah.
like one clip that's in the edit.
And then
I've never 3'd the spine, and I really like this.
But I want to kind of lay in the idea that like he was going in from having the best year ever, and then he was like, we've talked about the dudes that have like got fucked by COVID, and he is, to my opinion, like all the Pro Cup riders got fucked.
Fuck COVID, dude. That thing stopped my whole like shoe release party.
Yeah, like shoe release,
and everybody that lost their jobs too.
Yeah,
I mean, mine's just a shoe release. This is a clip in the edit.
Yeah, you at the Chandler Park. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
That spine is so fun, dude.
Gee, just that.
Just that. That's beautiful.
Yeah. You can find it as a coping spine and get a bang.
Where is this freaking?
But like, I mean,
yeah, I would love to see. I want to watch more Larry. Like, I like your Instagram, but some edits, man, I would just die. Like I think
some random
would die
clips.
to watch them.
I don't even think this is the right one, but.
Does Samara live down here?
Nah, he's up north.
Okay.
This isn't going to be the song or anything, but
yeah, it's fine. The Oceanside.
Yeah, that park's fun. I've ridden it twice now. That bowl is so good.
Fuck.
That was sick.
I love the combos of that.
There's more somewhere. I don't know.
Get those last clips and put that thing out.
I know.
Put that one out, and then we'll film more eventually. Yeah.
I don't know why I don't like this park, but it's still fun at the same time.
It's hard.
It's just far away, and it's only one bowl.
Yeah, that's probably it, honestly.
Yeah, because it is fun. It's just like, damn, I drove all the way here.
Talking about the Volcom Park because we're not showing this to anybody. May remove this, but
you just did through up to manual.
Can in hand. Is some of this GoPro?
Yeah,
kind of looks like it. Yeah,
and phone. I was like, I don't care.
No, Samara's got a real camera too, though. Yeah. But I could tell like some of them where it's like, but it looks good. It looks good. So yeah,
there's a lot more, but I don't know where all those are.
Yeah, don't worry about it right now, because honestly, I'm looking at your phone sideways.
You can do a park one, and then when you're feeling good, like
parts on the TV.
The street transition, the fucking shit that like
people don't
so.
I guess people don't really know, but I grew up riding street more than park.
Really?
I just lived at the motel, and it was like, you know that one clip where Dakota like 180s over this fucking, it's like a 5-stair to 2 3-stairs, and there's a rail here, and he 180s into the parking lot.
That's your Motel 6 across the street?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
Because someone said, I think Larry lived at that Motel 6. And because we were like, what have the tricks been done? And they said, you tail-upped it, which is fucking sick.
Yeah. I didn't believe they said that. I could 180 with that thing, honestly.
Oh my God. See, you really.
But I don't have now I don't really ride street. Like, I don't have that street flow. It's more just like,
you don't need to have
what
it.
Can I drop?
That shit.
What can I just drop off of?
That's sick.
But or
your hop whips, like you've done hop whips onto ledges, and I'm like, dude, if you found a spot for that, like a whip manual down a ledge or something,
actually,
that kind of shit, you have some power that nobody else has. Like I've seen you hop whip up a fucking huge ledge.
I don't even know if I should just say. I'll just show you the clip.
You already did it.
No, I mean, it was on flat, but.
I mean, yeah, whatever the still trick challenge stuff back in the day.
That was funny. I forgot about that.
Because it was like he was like him and Brad Sims basically won that, like 1 and 2. Like it was just power. And Brad Sims power.
Yeah,
Larry
just power. Dude.
I feel like what Brad has, like Larry almost has, like you said, just power. Like he could almost just go film these things that freak people out. Like it doesn't even have to be at a skate park. Like you've done that on a picnic table before.
That dude is just built different. What does he weigh? Like 190 something?
But he's similar to you, though. It's like working out and training, too, that
Yeah.
got him to like that next level. Or maybe he's always been there, but he definitely works out and trains, too. And
he's always kind of had that stocky power,
monster.
but like he really like honed in and just like he is built different. That is a good way to fucking put it.
Couple superhumans.
I should have dug up one of those clips. I wonder if it's in our text.
What clips are we talking about?
Because I don't delete any texts, so I wonder if I like sent Larry a clip.
His video part stuff?
Not like a video, not all of it by any means.
Oh, that you want that transfer one? I have that somewhere.
No, I don't want that one because that one's amazing. The whip transfer, yeah. But
you guys got to finish that.
I was thinking about the turn
turn
down over the rail to almost land on the guy.
Oh, I have that clip too. That thing's hilarious.
Yeah, that clip's hilarious. Yeah. So
you're almost someone I feel like if people brought you on a street trip and took you to the right spots, it would just be too easy.
Well, I've been on we went to Vegas. Yeah, that's insane.
That thing was fun.
What'd you go to Vegas for though?
We went to Vegas for the Vans, the Vans Illustrated stuff. So it's in there, but he was doing like up rail. He did up rail switch whip and stuff like that. And then you had another street clip.
Sometimes but I was like, you need the right person to know, like, okay, Larry, what kind of shit are you into? You want a 180 whip something, and then I'll take him around San Diego for the right spots because it could just be a group of people in Vegas. They take you some generic ass up rail. You're like, okay,
no, it was like an up rail in like Barstow. It was terrible. I think I did up rail 180 no hander and like
it was in Illustrated,
just random junk.
Some stuff that's like easy for you just because you had to get clips in the spot.
Yeah, I mean it was like a
I feel like some setups for you. Yeah.
Where the fuck is this clip at, dude?
Let me see what else.
One of my favorite clips of you in that video is when you you rode way up that bank and then yanked into the ditch.
Oh, that thing was fun actually.
Right down the.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I could have like done actual cool.
God, that was beautiful. When I saw that, I was like, oh my god, take Larry to more of those spots. Just hasn't happened yet. It's gonna happen.
I feel like he is one of those dudes where you have to like be like grab him by the shoulders and go, Larry, go.
Yeah.
And maybe we need like a little crowd everywhere, like some bleachers I can set up and get a little get it, Larry.
Get like a cheer track going on the phone.
Yeah. Put it in
Next up, Larry Edgar.
He rips his shirts off and just gets bangers.
This? No, that's not it.
We've never had someone show us clips during the podcast.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Just no one can see them but us. But I think people like the reactions because they're roguish.
Well, see, this is funny. Cool. I don't know if I've ever seen this.
This is old. It's actually really cool.
Talking about how much we miss Miles.
Miles is cool, man.
Yes, he was the shit for BMX.
I couldn't get the end, but
such a rad person.
I ended up dabbing my foot pretty hard and pissed my leg off.
That's insane.
I wanted to do it right there, but I was struggling getting the manual straight again.
Larry riding flat ground, insane.
Yeah, this was a while back. I was really not riding street. I had no pegs on and stuff.
But like, I mean, I think this shows the idea that you grew up doing everything, which is surprising for the guy for people to watch and be like, oh, that's the guy that wins all the high air contests.
Yeah.
Like that is yeah.
I just like grew up just being a BMX rider. Like that's what I've always loved about, like, not to fucking stroke your ego, Dennis, but you ride everything. You go fucking.
That's kind of all of our style.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there was one foam pit around. It was like you're scared to go in it.
This was a long time ago.
We all just rode. Damn, that was soda pedals.
That was my first bank flare.
That's a horrible bank.
That thing sucked.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's got the little curb on in the top for the flare, but
I think did you have one peg on right there?
No.
One on at the end. Oh no, it's just a shadow or something.
This is the one homie holler.
The hang fiver. I thought it was in the front. It'd be better if it was in the back. The feeble peg.
The Riverside homie holler, dude.
I gotta put my peg on.
You'll hop on. I'll take you to the burger spot.
Let me see what else I got in here. I mean, Thomas Hancock, I have that on there. Like I shot Thomas Hancock a bunch of times when I worked at Ride. Like I shot his poster for Specialized, and he was like such a young kid, and he was so like progressive and ahead of his time. Yeah.
He's just always so happy, and like, you look at him, and you're like, "That's not a nice human." He's not.
Yeah, he's
tough. The nicest dude you'll ever meet.
He's probably the same age as you were, right?
He's a little older.
Straight, a little older. The shirt off his back.
Yeah,
no questions
asked. It's like Savadra's age.
Okay,
James Foster.
Yeah,
a few years older than me.
Yeah. So stylish too. I don't know how he was just so stylish.
Yeah.
Baggy as fucking clothes and just steezy.
We've lost so many good ones. Like I feel like not many other sports like get dealt with. Like
God doesn't want the bad ones, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Bad luck.
So many good ones. The list is way too crazy.
Member question. I did ask the members earlier today. Just it says, how was it becoming a father, and what are some of the struggles balancing riding and home life as a father? He's saying this is from @the Jared Butler. As a father, it can be difficult to find that balance.
Yeah, pretty much family first, and that was hard to wrap my head around because BMX is a selfish sport. It's not a team sport, and it's always just been me, number one. Bikes, they're just number one. They're in front of everything, in front of everyone, no matter what. And that was hard to figure that out at first, but it gets easier. I don't know if he's a new father or not, but it gets easier. I could take him to the pump track now, and he enjoys it. The smile on his face, and honestly, I think I have more fun watching him ride and seeing the little joys he gets out of the simplest things rather than me trying to get a clip. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it
That's cool. You probably see that, just seeing little man rip around. And
yeah. It is hard though.
He's already
because you love your, like, for me personally, that sounds just like you. Is like, I love my family so much, almost like the same as riding bikes. Like it's so different though. But like, I get home from a trip and just being with them it's hard to rip yourself away from each one because you have to it's our job too, you know, and we love it so much, and it makes you a healthier human when we're crazy fuckers like us. We have to ride,
or else we're wired wrong for just sitting around.
What I've learned is like, you just kick off so much stuff that doesn't matter until it's just the big important things in family.
Yeah, I haven't.
I mean, there was a time where he was like, "Hey, I have to quit the podcast because I have too many things going on and I have a kid." And it was like,
it was just like right there in the priorities. I'm like,
and what was my response?
I don't remember.
I was like, I get it. It makes perfect sense. Like, I was like, dude, you have podcast is like 6th or 7th on your responsibilities list, and you're like, well, that one gets bumped off. You know, like, it makes perfect sense, and that's what a kid. That's being a dad.
That's a good question though, because a lot of people. Imagine like working the full time Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and loving BMX and being a dad. Like, fuck.
So,
that is me. That is me. I just work in BMX. Sure. So it is hard to find those motivations. And
you work in BMX, but you don't.
I don't get
paid to ride. It's not a priority.
So
that's hard. Like right now, the priority list is the gym is falling off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sucks.
No abs.
Still there.
Sleep goes away.
Sleep's pretty much gone. Diet is not there.
Diet's hard, yeah.
Like, I am just a human garbage disposal. Pax, are you eating that? Give that to Dad. As he drops shit on the floor, I'm like, I don't eat
You're
that.
the golden retriever.
I really am.
Yeah.
And but right now, average day looks like, if I feel up to it, I wake up at 4, go to the gym. That's kind of fallen off because trying to have energy for my son to entertain him all day is hard.
Yeah. And your wife works.
Yeah, right? My wife works. She works from home, so she can help out, but it is a very, like, on the phone or on the emails. So
same.
I wake up, try to go to the gym. It usually starts my day off better. Hang out, play with my son, go to the park, ride bikes, whatever we can do. He goes down for a nap. I work on cars, or I've been working on drag cars at my buddy's shop, like as just a day job. So I work until he wakes up.
Yeah.
So I just work, get the text that he's waking up or a call.
Go put one bolt in and be like, fuck, I gotta go.
Yeah. It's been like that a couple times. It's been like that a couple times. But we built this Mustang for SEMA, and it's all in field now. So, like, my buddy built it, but I had a hand in it. It's for this dude in Temecula. It's a brand new 2025 Mustang. It's the first one I ever pro-charged. And we built a drag car. It made it to SEMA, but I've just been doing that.
Speaking a different language.
Yeah. Car's fast. And,
Mustang.
Yeah. Runs into curbs.
Dennis owned a Camaro once.
Yeah. I remember that, actually.
You did?
Yeah. I was like,
probably drove it to the compound.
Please sell that thing.
I did, real quick.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of tickets.
Yeah. Those things are no good. And the Tacoma's way better. So I work on whatever. So that's cool, getting paid for that at least. So I get paid for cars and bikes.
Yeah.
Dude wakes up, come home, hang out, and then if he nods off or whatever, ready for bed, try to get stuff done on my car or maintenance done on my car or my trailer or my truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never ending.
I mean, yeah,
and
that sounds like life.
When I can ride and I'm healthy, when he goes to bed is when I try to ride, unless I need to work.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, it does get easier. I will say that because even when you're taking him to the pump track right now, it's like you want to make sure he doesn't die.
Yeah,
so that's like you don't really get to ride, but as they get older, and same for you, it's like Cannon's pretty self-sufficient. We go to the park, he does his thing. He kind of wants me to kind of fuck off.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
be like, no, I want to ride. And then especially if he has a friend there, he even makes friends at the park. He's at that age where he's like, I'm Cannon.
Want to be friends?
Yeah, and so it's like he makes friends at the park, and then he literally just like we went to OB this weekend, and he rode with a kid that we had never met before.
Yeah,
for pretty much the entire time. I just rode bikes too. And it was cool. And that's the sessions now, and that started when he was like maybe like 4. It gets a little like.
I mean, that's a dream.
Yeah,
your son and father share a common
Oh,
interest,
dude,
like,
it is the best.
I can't wait for that dude to show me how to air recorder. Like that'd be.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's
it's funny because he started. Cannon started skating.
Happens, holy shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just like, please play golf. Like low impact.
Yeah.
Very minimal.
Boring.
Very minimal concussions. Make a lot of money.
Yeah. But fuck it.
Yeah.
You want to sleep on couches and be gnarly.
I'm like, whatever he wants to do, he's gonna do.
Yeah,
exactly.
If he wants to do
if
it.
you play golf and make a bunch of money, that's
like,
cool.
If you tell him to play, especially if you tell him to play golf, he ain't gonna play golf.
Yeah, no. I think he's left-handed too, so he just throws shit at me with his left hand.
You are your father's child, and he will be. He's your child. So
speaking of father's child, I actually did that was my plan. I want to be a Marine. That was like my whole plan.
Okay.
Yeah. So I signed that.
You signed the papers?
Signed everything. My dad burned all that shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I just wanted to make him proud, And
he's like, don't follow.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
What age was that?
17.
So you're like,
he's all, dude, you have something you love that'll take you all over the world. Just do that.
Yeah. You said you had a good relationship with your dad these days. How has that road been? Because I feel like we talked maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, and it wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean it's been good lately. I think it's because he has money right now, so he doesn't have to like borrow money from me or anything like that.
Yeah.
Times are tough.
Yeah.
But he had a while back. He had like open heart surgery, like replaced some valves. I just went back to work like I think the end of that week. He just had like he's all stapled up, and they had like wires holding.
Superhuman dad.
Yeah.
He had like wires holding his ribs.
Did he
together.
punch the medic?
Hope not. I wouldn't be surprised. I watched that dude knock a dude clean out in front of me when I was like 9. Yeah, dude. That was the first time I got taught on how to this is the difference between assault and attempted murder was pull their tongue out and shut their mouth on it so they don't choke on their tongue. It was like 9 or 10 or something.
That's
have
savage.
you ever, because I know a lot of people take you the wrong way when they first get to meet you, and you're serious because you're not like everyone else. You don't play a fake card if you're in a bad mood, and you're on the deck.
I'm in a bad mood.
You're in a bad mood. I know that. I know that's Larry, but I've seen people BMXers, they love to just talk shit on each other. Have you ever had to put anyone in their place? Has there been times where you're like,
I don't think so.
No?
I mean, I got, Dugan kind of got on my nerves one. I love Dugan, so don't take this the wrong way, Dugan. He got on my nerves, and
he's probably not listening.
I told him.
Dugan,
I kind of told him what was up at a Pro Cup.
Yeah,
he kind of just fucked off.
Was it because of him dropping in like he does?
Yeah, he just kept doing it, and he would wait until I was pedaling around the corner to get my speed for my line, and he'd look at me, and he has this wide open to go. I'm way over here. All he has to do is hop in, and he would see me go, and he's like, I know it's clear.
Yeah.
He did it fucking 5 times in a row, and I was like, dude, you do that again, I'm gonna knock you out. Stop fucking doing it. I know what you're doing. And he did his crazy scream thing at me, and I
what did he just screamed at you?
How Dugan's just
that altercation,
and I just
beastly Larry
and I
crazy
laid my
Dugan.
bike down, and I was like, I'm not fucking joking. It's not a game, dude. And he just kind of went and sat. I felt bad because he just sat on the deck, and
you might have really scared him.
Well,
at that point, he's like, oh god.
If I say shit like that, I'm not joking. You've already got me to this point.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be what the fuck.
Yeah.
It's
dude, words aren't. It's not just words. Yeah.
Doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Oh.
I let you do it 5 fucking times.
Yeah. And those practices were crazy.
Yeah,
they were brutal.
If you weren't respectful, the people who weren't respectful, we remember those guys.
Yeah, and in my defense, I mean, I have like huge issues with anxiety, like in groups of people. And I'm already not trying to cut people off. And that's one of my like big things is like, I'm worried about everyone else and their feelings. I don't want to cut them off and make them have a bad day because I know how shitty that feels. So I'm like worried about all that shit. And they just kept doing it. And I was like, dude, like, fuck, I need to get a run though. Like I hate this course. Like, I need to get a little feeling in here and then I can just leave. I just go back to the fucking room and chill. And it was like, I guess it might have been a little out of hand, and my anxiety kind of got the best of me for that.
Straight to 100, you know. Like honestly, there's something to be respectful about that. I'm okay with people that go straight to 100. Well, you know, like you go straight to 100, and then at least you know where it's at.
At least you communicated at first.
Yeah,
didn't really go straight to 100.
I feel like that's what adults do.
Well, it's just like
you say, oh, I've said my piece, and if you want to say anything else, like we're gonna fucking fight.
Well, that's how I was raised. My dad was like, there's no point in yelling.
Yeah.
And like, if you ever have a gun, don't ever pull it until you're using it. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like, so in a sense.
Are you saying you brought a gun to the Pro Cup?
No, I have no weapons. I do not own any firearms. But in that, like, I guess, like, sense, there's no point in yelling or anything or saying what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Just let them know what's bothering you and then do what you think you need to do.
Yeah.
Proper communication.
Yeah, so I let him know. It's bothering me. Don't do that. And he fucking tried to play his crazy card. And I was like, I'll see right through your little smoke screen there. Okay.
You've said a couple other times that you're like, oh, I don't ride with anybody. Everybody hates me.
Yeah, well, I think it's just they don't like, I guess I won't put up like some fake facade bullshit. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I'm having a fucking bad day. If I'm overthinking stuff, I'm overthinking stuff. I'm not like, everything's peachy, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a mean human. Don't hate people. And like,
yeah.
So I guess, I don't know, it doesn't play into their little.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I always feel like when I see, you know, when we've had those experiences, I feel like there's been a couple over the years or whatever, when I just like, I don't know. I feel like in my head, I like don't allow you to be angry. No, you know, like I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. Like you're good. No, like who cares?
I love going on trips with you. Like I mean, you get it. You don't have to ask me like, dude, are you mad or what's going on? Like, you'll know when I'm mad. I'll be like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm mad at you right now, or I tell you, it's done. Like, you don't ever overthink it. Like
the one time in Russia, I made you ride bikes. I was like, it was raining or something.
Oh, it was cold as fuck. That mini ramp down there,
fucking dog shit. And I was like, dude. We've been sitting on the top of this fucking mountain drinking alcohol for 3 days. We need to get some fucking clips.
Do you remember that horse biting me?
Yeah, you got bit by a horse in Russia.
Fucking horse, dude.
On a mountain.
Me and Pat, dude, we're a little buzzed, so I was feeding the horse like sugar cubes.
Yeah.
They're like wild horses. I kind of thought they were not going to be like that.
Yeah.
They're straight wild horses. They're way nicer.
Did I send it to you recently?
I don't think so. But I was like feeding this horse like sugar cubes, and Pat's like, dude, we should ride this thing. And I like tried to fucking pull myself up there, and the horse like turned and bit my thigh. Dude, I fell on my ass so hard. They were like screaming out front of this club or whatever it was. It was like a hotel or some shit.
That's crazy.
It was like 4 horses just walked up onto like where you would park your car to like unload your stuff at the hotel. They were just chilling in the grass.
Oh my God. I don't have the horse clip, but I sent.
Oh, dude, it hurt so bad.
I have to send. I'll send this, and this kind of sums it up.
So you got like the Pro Cup things pretty much what blew you up and put you on the big pro sponsors, right? Or were you on? You had some like more low key brands, pro sponsors before all that.
Yeah. So
because you've never really been like in the van on trips besides like Illustrated, and I've always I've always been like, why is that not happening for Larry?
I don't know why they would never send me on trips.
That's the guy's kind of going from this to
there
that.
There you go. That sums up the 3 days on Russia that we didn't ride bikes.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah, and there's Eric.
Yeah, Eric, dude, Eric's so cool.
So
look at me, dude. I have a trophy in my hand, and I don't know if I'm drunk, but I do look kind of drunk.
I think you had a couple drinks.
Look at the fucking shirt this guy's wearing.
I know.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Weirdest Russia trip of all.
I think a lot of people
trips.
going back to that. A lot of people don't maybe know how to take you, and they're just I don't know why you never got put on trips as much. And
people probably think I just don't like them.
That's what I think. I think people don't think like they don't know you well enough, and they just think like
I feel like I'm not very like closed off. I feel like I'm pretty open.
No, I mean, I've only been on one big trip with you, and like it's just that's kind of why I was like, he's fun to be on a trip
I think
with.
it's.
Like,
I think you have a strong. I think you have
happening more for him.
I think you have a strong personality, but I think maybe people can't take that correctly. Yeah. You know, like, and for me,
he's real.
For me, I mean, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I get along with most everybody.
You're easy to get along with, Fudger.
Well, like, yeah, I don't like to complain.
Well,
I
we could sit there and joke and pass time and just literally make fun of each other.
Oh, yeah.
And there's really nothing that we're going to be like, I'm offended or upset that you said that.
Yeah, there's no line.
We're just throwing it right back.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I like it. Yeah. It is
awesome.
crazy.
Like, Russia was sick. Dude.
I don't understand why sometimes people don't like mesh well.
Maybe it's like people are afraid to get me mad or something, but it takes so much to get me actually mad. Like, you've seen me bounce off concrete. I don't get mad. I'm just like, fuck.
No. Yeah. A couple. I feel like there was one. I feel like there was something somewhere where I was like, "You need to chill." Like, but I can't remember.
For sure, there's been something.
Yeah,
we all have those days where I'm like, "I'll break this bike in half."
I mean, like you
exactly.
I'll lose it right now.
I've seen that happen with people like, you know, they're dying to have them on trips and whatnot. You know, and everyone loses it.
Yeah.
I mean, you rode with Pat more than anything else, right?
It was. I mean, I grew up competing against him since we were like 13. It was like that's like my brother. Like me, Kevin, and Pat. We were just always homies on the deck, talking crap to each other, and then just competing against each other.
And you got him to get in that like Pat 2.0 shit, where he was like working out and like being like a weapon.
We'd like spar and fucking just it was good times too. We'd have so much fun at the gym that we'd get to go ride and we'd just sit there and just like, we're dead, dude. Let's just sit on the deck. Yeah, it's tight. He's like, can you film this clip? It's just fucking 18 body bags later. I'm like, are you sure you want to film this, dude? I'm ready to go home. I'm tired.
Like, I'm already home though.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. That dude could take a beating.
Yeah. Anything else? I mean, YouTube channel. Hopefully, you got to give me the link to that.
Yeah,
we could put it in there, and then
working on the video part with Samar.
Yeah,
Battle of Hastings was fucking sick to see you at. Obviously,
you're one of the MVPs there.
So fun. I just went there just to beat Dovey at the high air because there was people just sending me DMs like, "All right, you can just sit down. Dovey's got it, mate." Blah blah blah. I'm like,
"Fuck, he does." Did you win?
Yeah.
Barely.
I'm not going to be like, oh, that was easy.
It was close.
It was an absolute fucking battle. It was the hardest high air I've ever done.
Because of the turn in.
The run-in sucked and everything. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that was there because one of us probably would have went through that fucking ramp that drunk-ass Jason Watt built. So,
it almost had like a governor on how high you could actually go. Yeah,
because that quarter was too perfect. Jason's too good at what he does. I told him I want that exact quarter in my yard when I build a ramp. I want that before the box with all the run up to that thing, just so I can terrify my neighbors.
You gonna build?
Is he going to land?
Yeah, I want to build like a bowl
with
like just that quarter into like a step up box into the bowl, and then back down. Yeah, I won't have a lot of room, but
could fill it with something real fun. It sounds like.
Are you in a different house? You're in a different house,
we're
obviously.
in Temecula now, dude. Wine country.
Oh, you're not that far then.
No, dude, it was like an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay, that's not that bad.
All right, this Unclicked podcast is brought to you by Source BMX. We're very grateful to have them as a sponsor for the podcast, and couldn't work any more organically.
Yeah, huge shout out to Source. Been a supporter of ourbmx from the beginning, supporter of the podcast this year. They did kick off one of these new programs called Source Rewards. This is a brand new program that they have.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You get money back for spending money.
Basically, and not even that. So you get points when you join, you get points when you spend money, of course, but you also get points for signing for the mailing list. You get points for your birthday.
Leave a review. Yeah. Easy points all over. Make a purchase. Refer friends. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. Look at all that stuff.
So
genius. The Source guys are geniuses. They make it better and better to buy from them.
Yeah. And then so you can, this is how you spend those points. You can get hats, badges, socks. I got to tell you, those socks, Those socks are the ones
Those
right there.
good.
They do somehow work. They are good socks. The Oxygen Thief repair.
I love it. They have everything on here, all the products, and now they have basically like a frequent flyer miles thing.
It is like that.
It's like that, but for buying BMX shit.
Yep. So shout out to Source.
Wow, it's just like a frequent. You get the bronze, silver, gold package. Look at that.
Thank you to Source for all they do. We appreciate you guys, and back to the podcast.
Thank you, Source.
Dude, we're so good at this. All right, I have found look what I have found. I found the high air footage.
All right, we're back.
I hope I found the high air. The end of the end of the
See what a G.
Yeah, watching this on
See, look, how is this guy this good? Look, he falls. He can't be that good.
I think that one beat me, but he didn't land it. So,
ooh.
So I drew the little
red. You guys
red.
are close.
I drew the little red line at the end of the
4
actual.
inches, dude. We were like 4 inches apart or something.
If that. It just depends on what you're looking at.
Yeah. Well, like the one air,
that guy is so sick.
the last air I did,
I need to build a rolling for you guys. Let you guys.
I got messed up and had to like lean over, and it made my bike hang super low. He got out of that so good.
Clausen,
even made it look stylish.
You are a fucking weapon for riding a high air contest.
Dude, Clausen's a G, man. Makes everything look fun.
See, I mean, bar end.
I wanted to do that route right there, but it was all wet on the other side, and I was like, dude, I will slide out so bad.
That's pretty close too.
Yeah. See, I was like bottom of the 13. And then see it's like lowest part, so it's like it was close. I think it was like an inch or two, but you did have the victory, 100%, because I paused it, inched them to where they were, and then drew the lines, and I was like, I'm a nerd basically, so because I want to call a winner for the video too. So
who made the call?
I think the Source did, but they announced.
I feel like that's the way to do it: is have someone stand right in the best angle, and then
that's what we did. I put it on. So it's on a tripod. The angle never moves.
And they asked you to see who's.
No, they don't ask me. I don't know how they do it, but
so they got it right, even as
you won, yeah. So they must do the same somehow.
Yeah, they must. You have to when it's that close.
But they can't. They can't do the roll in on the roof or anything like that. But they should do the almost pedaling through.
This is
would
what
be
they
like
should
sick.
do. Put like a goofy little quarter pipe on the other side of Source, a couple little wooden rollers in the store, and then a lip into that bank.
It's a good idea.
You're not allowed to pedal.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
That'd be sick too.
Because that was Corey's problem, is that like everybody turned left, except for him and Matt.
I was actually helping them blow dry their side a little bit.
Yeah, and then they dried out the dominant side where everybody was, and then Matt and Corey are over here going, "Hey, what's up?"
I would have almost been down for that side too, because I was like alley-ooping when I was coming into that thing. I was like missing the bank, like pretty much clipping my bar end on the railing, and was just like looking at all the people I'm going to land on.
That maxes you guys out.
It sucked, but honestly, it was a good governor, like you were saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's probably just like the quarter before my box jump. Looks just like it.
So I actually mic'd up Corey during high air.
Oh.
This video hasn't come out. I need to do some changes to it, and Corey's not too sure if he. Shout out to Fids. So that's what he was dealing with the entire time. So he was dealing with that the entire time until.
It's funny that like.
So he like keeps flip flopping between what he wants to do, and it's like it's just a shit show. So it's pretty fucking funny. Like you can see, I mean, that shows how like sketchy it was.
If we didn't have a shitty run up, that pole wasn't tall enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that quarter is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, Jason, I bet you made the exact same. It looks exactly like the quarter in my backyard.
Imagine if we had that quarter, but double the width.
Fuck.
God, that looks gnarly.
So maybe that'll come out. I think it may just put that up for the members and it may never actually come out, but
Corey
I'm not sure.
like it?
Corey, it's just like anybody. Like I still, after doing this podcast for 6 years, I hear the sound of my voice, like, and I'm just like, oh my God.
I hate the sound of my voice.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. Great.
You have the voice of an angel, the Fergie and Jesus.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're blushing right now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. That could be the Dales. It could be the fourth Dales.
You made him blush on the Dales.
Yeah, dude, you're going to stand up and go right through that drywall.
I actually do want to. I'd want to paint the room actually, but it's a whole other subject. Anything else we should talk about? I feel like we get bullshit for anything, and we're only 2 hours in. Dur's podcast was 4 hours, but he was also retiring. So
I was gonna say he's probably trying to like figure out how to pronounce words still.
Oh my God.
He knew how to say a couple. A couple where I was like, I don't know if we could put that in, and then I'm pretty sure it made it in. So I don't.
I'm excited to listen to that.
I'm allowed to talk shit on that one.
It is amazing. Dur's is obviously. I don't think he ever really was good at like pulling his words anyways. And now he's like retired. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Like
there's no reason to give a fuck.
Yeah. So
we were just watching where Nyquist was trying his cash roll, talking shit,
Oh,
in
yeah.
the foam pit. You ever seen that? And then Darius does the one where he's doing all Nyquist tricks, and every time you go in the foam pit, he like finds a seat pose, he finds front brakes, he comes out with a blue goatee.
I have not seen that. Well, I haven't seen it. I have had to seen this, but I don't remember
funny.
this. What is it?
Vital Daniel Dare's like Nyquist tricks or something. It's long.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not that long, but it's worth watching if you want to laugh. Right there.
Dur's Quest.
It's fucking
4 minutes. We could do that. That's 4 hours.
I mean, yeah, it's not that long.
Dur's Quest.
This is out of time. You never seen this?
I remember the Nyquist cash roll.
I tried one cash roll in my life. Nowhere near anything. Nah. I just almost landed on the side of the foam pit pretty much.
What is it?
Look at that warehouse that one man owned.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's like an airplane hangar.
What is happening? Does it get better?
It's a 4 minute thing. Look.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes. He basically just keeps doing this and checking off all Nyquist tricks. Pretty hilarious.
That is a lot of
tricks, but a bunch of them.
That is a lot of C post. Does he do it with that C post?
Dude, he does a bunch of tricks.
How do you pedal that thing? Like, I raised my seat like 2 inches just so I could pedal around the block. And I feel like that takes away all my travel. Like if I were to case something, that seat's sending me over the bars.
Look, you found some front brakes.
3-2.
They did it.
Yeah.
Danny Yosa, dude.
Look at his bike.
Can't even lift it out of the foam pit.
Look, he's got the shorts and shin pads now.
I didn't even notice.
They should have cut it up a little faster, But
yeah.
There's a sticker on his side.
He's logoed up his shirt.
Raw dog. Theirs is fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's...
All right. The tape. Is that a condom?
I don't know. The blue goatee. Some Darius humor.
That's amazing.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Shout out to Biker Board.
Biker Board.
Yeah.
Nyquist and Darius going at each other.
Life is good though, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Everything's been sweet.
Yeah.
Little man's healthy, and I just love that he just wants to be outside. He wants to be doing things with me all the time. It's pretty sweet.
Well, let's Let's get together.
I'm down, dude.
Do the Samar video part.
Yeah.
Make it park, and then we'll do some, like doesn't need to be all street by any means, but like a funny, like a odd transition.
Let's do like a Manly street edit. I'm down.
It doesn't.
There's got to be something I could ride down here.
There's plenty of stuff. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff. So
you're one of the baddest dudes to do it, Larry. You want to shout anyone out?
And, dude, shout out. I mean, Battle of Hastings, it was fucking sick to see you be you, and so good, I
that's like your first jam setting you've got to get let loose in since
a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah. And I heard there's some stuff that's kind of up your alley that's coming around the corner.
Yeah, well,
I heard some changes. I'm actually not privy to say it. I cannot say it.
Have you been talking to Sean at all?
It has not something to do with Sean, but maybe something to do with Sean.
I got something to do with Sean.
Okay.
Something that I'm actually going to be.
Different than nothing that I've talked about. So
cool stuff. Something in the middle.
I mean, some bowl somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's tell me after we get done recording because I'm curious. So
it'd be cool.
Olympic Park is sick, but it's nice when there's other things besides just.
It was great. It was great when they both existed and we could enjoy both of them. And I miss
exactly a little bit of everything.
Yeah. And
Olympics, the Vans contest, street contest, jams. You need it all.
Yeah. And that's it. I mean, I was telling somebody else. I was like, dude, I like BMX. I like all aspects of it. If I'm at a park event, like the Shanghai thing.
I mean, it shows
it's fucking sick.
You go to
it's
a
cool.
lot of things.
Yeah, and it's like, but I'll also fucking go to a street jam, and I'll go to fucking anything else.
I mean, honestly, I like going to street jams more than really anything. That shit's so fun.
Street jams are a vibe.
That jam was sick. Like,
you guys came to ours.
Shout out to you. I went there. I hurt my back carrying those ramps, and I couldn't get the ramps in. And Larry asked if I wanted help. And he handled the whole situation because those things are heavy. If you don't, if you're hurt, I was I was sitting sideways. Dude, this guy comes down the road carrying the trailer behind him like he was a truck. And his wife, I'm like, I feel so bad. She goes, oh no, don't worry. He loves doing stuff like this. Like he needs it. He needs something to do. Like she was
would you like him to come over and make some gravel later?
Yeah. he came down the road and I did not laugh after I hurt my back. I was so bummed. I think that made me laugh. I was like, this fucking guy is an animal. He's coming just like carrying that thing 4x4.
It was weird backing out of the spot. This lady was looking at me and I was like, I'm going out with the trailer.
Because I was
like, hang on.
Such a beast. The thing is so heavy and he just did it by himself.
It was fun. The jam was sweet though.
Yeah, it was sick to see you kill that shit and fucking that, like watching all those dudes like jump that ramp into the hip. And then when you went, it was like boo, like fucking
450 tuck.
Yeah, my wheel. Actually, I should have brought a video of that. My wheel looks like an octagon from that.
Really?
Yeah, it's square, dude.
From how high you went to the bottom, I mean, it had to be like 12-foot drop.
The one I didn't really land on the bank too much. The front tire was like in the middle.
Yeah, it was a big
really
drop.
Cool about that jam to have some transition stuff put in the street because a lot of times you don't get to see those riders get to partake in those jams.
And that, I mean, those things, it's the spots dictate that shit. There was no transition the year before.
I feel like none of those jams have ever had really any transition. It's cool to put a lip out.
I didn't know there was going to be a jam on that rail too, and I was just riding it. That was my first up rail switch whip since that one in freaking Barstow.
That's sick.
He's got it in your back
pocket. That rail was
so
so good. I was like, damn, this is
amazing.
Sick.
So, hell yeah. I mean, it's sick to see you come to that stuff. Battle of Hastings, I feel like from the people on the outside, they're like, I think if you check the comments, people are like fucking, that 360 whip to fakie and just winning high air and just fucking doing you.
I don't know why that was a go-to at the end of every run when I was dead tired. 3 whip to fakie, but it just was.
Back in the day?
No, it was at Hastings.
Oh, I was talking about the one.
Oh,
that thing is insane.
Whatever. It didn't really work how I wanted it to. I actually just wanted to alley-oop, and I popped. Like, that thing is way steeper than I expected it.
It wasn't a whip, was it? It wasn't a whip. I don't know why I had a whip in my head.
It turned into like a 450 or something. Yeah, it was the first one I like landed right on my hip, blew my hip open. That sucked.
It was fantastic. I don't think we actually
that hurt.
Yeah, that one.
I was so afraid to land on my knee because that was like my first slam since surgery. So I just turned and took it to the hip.
Where is it?
When was that knee surgery? You brought that up in the podcast at some point.
Oh, that was 2 years ago now or something like that. Somewhere in there. It's got to be like a year and a half. It was a little, it's a year and 3/4.
Yeah. It's hard to remember.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a kid.
Dude, like both of you guys know, there's just no time stamp on anything now.
That's why they say don't blink.
It's before kid, after kid.
It was before.
That's really all it is. So
yeah, it was before.
Surgery was right before dude popped out.
Where is it? I'm gonna drive myself insane if I don't
Tom
find
Jones
this
is
thing.
the best writer in the world.
He's amazing.
He's too good.
I saw
like a surgeon.
He really just
so perfect with it.
Do that, dude.
Oh, I'm blowing it. Well, I do want to find it. There's your guy right there. I'm going to do double speed. That's the best way.
So sketchy.
What's up? Do you love or hate Chase?
I love Chase. Oh, dude, I'm always like, I mean,
you guys always fucking with each other.
Yeah, I've always loved the way you ride and stuff. And then one U.S. Open, I didn't know, like, testing the water, see if anybody gets pissy or whatever. And I like fucked with him, and he just dished it right back. And I was
yeah.
And then
my
he went and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick you up and throw you in the bowl." And I think I just put my arm around him and squeezed. I was like, "Fuck off, me, dude. You're not throwing me anywhere."
Chase was always the best with the shit talk on the deck back then.
It, dude.
If anybody's curious about that stuff and they haven't seen the old bullshitting videos, like they were hilarious. Like X Games and the U.S. Opens and stuff like that. That's what it's all about.
So. Like if we didn't want a place where we could do a little shit talking and get loose, we'd have a desk job, right?
Yeah. We can find this clip. We're stuck at finding clips this episode.
It's all right.
I don't know why you say we.
Well, we suck at spelling Felix's name too.
Felix.
All right, that one I'll give that one to you because
I know how to spell that name perfectly. I think that's a Final Cut does like fucking corrections.
When's the Australia? Is it the last Cash Up Jam going down in Australia? I see all the boys are out there.
On the 19th. Yeah. Well, it's on the 23rd. I think I'm going out on the 19th.
I'm doing a drift event on the 16th.
Ooh.
In Australia?
No.
Here?
Yeah, in Adelanto, actually.
Where's that?
By Victorville, Apple Valley area. It's kind of like super hilarious. Like I did the drift event ages ago. It's just drifting and off-road trucks. Huh. And then now it's like someone else partnered up or something, hopped in there and just started bringing all these random musicians. And it's like the most random mix of 909.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, I'm actually so excited to just people watch.
Town.
Oh, my. I'm surprised like ICP's not there and like some face paint and shit.
Remember the Ricardo Laguna contest where it was like ICP concert and BMX?
Dude, oh my God. That was
insane. Extreme thing.
Did you ever go to the
good contests,
Fort McDowell contest?
I went to one.
I don't think so.
That was before Larry, probably. I went to one of those.
Where it was like
but there was no weird people there.
There was like Native American metal bands and stuff like that. It was pretty fucking intense. I mean, it was kind of sick, honestly. But
there was none of those when I was there. It must have been a different thing. It was a really good course though and a good jam.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
maybe you didn't film him do it.
No, I definitely did. It's
Cottonmouth Kings is
there. It is.
Really?
Yeah, dude, they're playing at that.
That's sick.
I was like, no way,
KMK baby,
dude.
KMK baby.
That's San Diego.
They are from San Diego.
Are they really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I just always assumed it was like Lake Elsinore.
When we had our old BMX
That's
house,
amazing.
there was some sort of connection where like they wanted Cottonmouth Kings, like I don't know what it was, like they wanted to play at the house or something like that. We're like, fuck off.
Tech 9.
Cottonmouth King's pretty sick though. Like, they actually kind of got like a little bit of,
I still,
they're a little
honestly,
different.
I grew up listening to him in high school.
Stoner kind of rock rappy.
So like that thing, I meant to go more towards the pocket.
Yeah.
So
I think
we found it.
Yeah, finally.
I meant to go more like quarter to quarter. And I pulled too hard. Chase told me not to pull so hard, but who listens to that little fucking rat, honestly?
It's almost sicker, though, what you did.
Wait, so you were thinking like transfer, like drop?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yours was like, it was like a ramp pullback. Like, I don't think anybody has done something like that before. Right? Like on a setup, like on a weird setup like that. It's almost like a Reuben, like open pipe pull 360.
Honestly,
you know what I mean?
I'm so blown away it worked. Like right here, you can see the pure it worked in my face. I was just so glad I didn't have to fall again. My hip was already bleeding from.
Yeah.
So like the week prior to this, or whatever. I did shows in like Virginia or something. And then, or like 2 weeks. Did shows in Virginia, fell, blasted my hip open. Hip. Then I came back, loaded up the car and trailer and drove 15 hours to New Mexico. Did drift demo or drift contest, yada, yada. Rode those dirt jumps, fell a couple times, kept the hip open.
Yeah.
Drove 15 hours back, packed, got on the flight in the morning to England.
And wifey came with you, though,
yeah,
right?
that was her first time out of the country.
Yeah, she was hyped.
Yeah, she was stoked.
Yeah.
And
without Paxton.
yeah, she was not stoked that Pax wasn't there. She had a little bit of a meltdown for a moment, which is typical mother things, you know. And
he's young.
Yeah, and dude, blasted my hip. And I was like, dude, come on. Like,
wait, when did you blast the hip?
Right on that.
On that thing.
Right on that.
Because this isn't like qualifying?
No,
this is best trick.
Yeah, and like I slid out practice and kind of landed on it. I was like, oh, whatever, don't even think about it. And right there, I landed on it again. And it was just like, it was like a blister from sliding out. It just peeled the blister back. And then my underwear just healed to my leg.
One
of
those
things where I'm just like,
need a shower in your underwear.
Please get me out of this.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It was a good time, though.
Yeah.
Like,
so
much fun.
More to come.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Anything else we're missing?
Larry's a man. Nothing but respect.
Yes,
to you,
Larry.
Stoked
we could say
for you to get on the podcast. We got to do it whenever you want to.
Stoked to be here, dude.
If you want to come do a news one and just talk shit, because that's what it is. Like, so. Oh, you know, one thing we didn't talk about is I have one more member question from 6'7" John Paul 6'7". What does he do to get that extra boost or amplitude on his airs? Because that is something we didn't like. And I don't know if you're going to have an answer, but.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's something just learned. You can't really like teach. You kind of find your own path to that. And mine might not be like the most proper way. Like Dovey does it different. He's right there with me.
Yeah.
So. But I don't know. Working out definitely helps. But I definitely loop out. And all I do is correct my loop out the whole time up. And if you look at it like those pole vaulters that go over shit, they're pretty much looping out and then they squeak over. So I pretty much just loop out off the lip, and that's why it usually turns into like a moto whip. And I'm just usually humping my bars to try to counteract the wanting to 3 to fakie. Yeah.
I mean,
that sounds batshit crazy to me. Does that make sense to you?
No, I know. Yeah, you go off your feet.
Yeah. I push through that thing hard too. Like I try to push the quarter away from everything. Like
it's gonna be hard to see, but I know like the finesse.
Right there, I just
funk.
So that was not one.
He's not going like
that one was like a more pull and controlled for a table, but like you'll see the ones where it's like high and I start over rotating the air, like right there pretty much. My bike started looping out, so I instantly just put my chest over my stem.
Okay.
To just not do a barrel roll or whatever the hell would happen. See, like, so like that little jerk before the table, like people look at it like, oh, the style, like the pump. No, it was to correct myself. So I did not loop out while I was tabling.
Fair enough. I mean, that whole thing, like watching people drop into the rolling and stuff, and the way they people pumped it and stuff like that is like.
And the Euro was really just to straighten myself out because I stopped my rotation so hard.
What size back end do you run?
I think it's a 13.8, 13.9. It makes like hop tricks really hard.
Oh yeah,
it sucks.
That is long back end, yeah.
Yeah, if you had a short back end, it'd be so easy for you to do all that.
So you're doing all that whip stuff. You're doing the whip stuff on a 13.8.
Yeah,
that's trail frame.
My bike weighs like 27 pounds, I think.
Yeah,
26. But I hopped double whip some kid's like Thai part bike.
Did you?
When we were filming for the movie Ride, you were up there for that, right?
Yeah.
Remember when they had like the last box jump scene?
Yeah.
Before we filmed that, I like hopped double whip this kid's bike, a little short fucking. I think it was a Daniel Sandoval frame, actually, a little short thing. I was like, damn, I bruised my heel.
You should have posted it on the internet because I don't think that had ever been done before.
I think people have. But
no, one dude did it. One dude did it recently.
Yeah. One dude.
Recently.
Yeah,
not 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I bruised my heel so bad.
I guess nobody does that. People do like insane shit. Like
not straight hop
whip to foot jam whip, but not straight hop.
I've done like up ledge in the street to like double whip and stuff. It's just like a up a hubba, fly out double whip.
That makes sense though. For you.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You're unreal.
Yeah. we want to see more of you. I think everybody wants to see more of you. More to come. YouTube channel, drifting,
quarter
pipes, magic contest that you're talking about. Different contest that I was talking
I'm excited
about.
to hear about that one.
Yeah, and then
I'm excited to hear about both of your guys.
Yeah, and that's
they
it.
sound cool.
And then so
It's going to be cool if you guys are involved.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Larry. Shout out to Dale. Shout out to Soar. Shout out to Dennis. I don't know what the next podcast will be. Jeff Z on
People
Tuesday.
will see it when it comes out.
We have to talk about Ron Bonner podcast actually after this, and then that's it. So
I love Jeff
thank
Z.
you. Jeff Z. is
That
amazing.
clip of him chasing the chickens, dude.
Oh my god. So y'all have to watch this. Jeff Z is like the co-star of that day in the life video that we did with Larry about 5 years ago.
Poor chicken. He
Oh,
was
it's so
afraid
funny.
for his life for sure.
So
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
yep.
You're
Cheers.
the man.
Thank you, boys.
Bye.
Later.
Best. Oh yeah. Hell
Okay.
yeah, Larry. Thank you.
Easy peasy.
I did
So, what are your guys' contests?